Bear with me while I connect my audio. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us from. Please, I just want to confirm my audibility across every platform. If you can hear me from TikTok, where I know you guys are, we are good on TikTok. So let's check. Yeah, I'm live on TikTok actually right now. This is a TikTok show, but we are streaming across other platforms. Instagram, I know you guys can hear me. Please, if you're joining live from YouTube and X right now and Facebook, just confirm my audibility, please, on the comment section. Let me see if I am audible enough. All right, from YouTube, I can confirm I'm audible. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us one more time. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys slept well, enjoyed yourself over the weekend, survived Bola Tinubu's weekend, and came into a brand new week. I hope you guys are doing good. All the way from Nairobi, I see you, AI. Thank you so much. I have people across the whole globe currently streaming and watching us live across different platforms. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys here. Yeah, I say this all the time that when I come out on nights like this, it's because I know that there are people that actually enjoy what we do here and that contribute a whole lot to the conversation. So it is important we come out here and we give a show as much as we can and talk about what are most important to us as a people. So I just want to thank every one of you that have come out. If you know me, I always call you guys the first responders because you guys are always the one that I hear whenever I start this show before people start coming in their numbers. So thank you so much. I'm not going to start the show right now. Before I start it, I just want to lay my ground rules on the platform. This is actually a TikTok show. So if you want to join the contribution, if you want to request the mic, if you want to say something, you can always come to TikTok and request the mic. For now, I think I'll be doing TikTok and probably Facebook. Instagram, I'm sorry, I don't know how. Due to my device why they stream for Instagram is only good for showing video. If I open the mic, I'm not going to talk. So and I go manage them like that. I'm just hear. But if you so much want to join the conversation, you want to contribute, like you have something to say in the conversation, please, you can just rush to TikTok at the Emir Sirdam Show, or you run on my Facebook, the Emir Sirdam Show also, and ask for the mic, and I promise to bring you up. But before I jump into, as I always say, please, guys, we have to set the rules well on this platform. This platform is a pro-Nigerian platform where we talk about socio-political happenings across our country and Africa and the world in general. And I try to make sure that this is actually a non-partisan and non-bigoted space. So please, when you come into my platform and you have all these sentiments, you're a tribal bigot, you have all these your different sentiments, please, I beg you guys, just keep it one side and come and hear comments. You might not like how I say it, you might not like where I stand on the aisle. Please just understand that you're free to come and say what you want to say here, but keep those sentiments aside. And I want to say to my TikTokers here, please, guys, we have an assignment anytime we come out on this live to make sure that we hit nothing less than 100,000 likes. Every time we're here, we are doing nothing less than 100,000 likes. And it's for a reason, because we have to make sure that we grow in our rankings. We have to make sure that, because the algorithm actually of TikTok is one that is actually a very interactive algorithm. The more you guys are interacting with the algorithm, the more TikTok recognizes that something's happening in this live and they push us up the FYP. And if you know how important the conversations we have here and how much we need more people to hear what we say here, then you will help us grow this live. So I just want to encourage all of you that please are listening to the sound of my voice right now. Just don't be a listener. You can partake in any form and format. As I always say on this platform, I see other lives. I've been to other lives and I see that there's a prerequisite for people that want to come up and speak. They ask them to bring either give gifts or something. On my platform, you are free to request the mic without anything, no charges whatsoever. It is a free platform. On this platform, only thing you can do for me is to like the live. If waiting with the talk, they sweet you too much and you want to give us gifts, I'm very open to collecting your gifts. I love gifts. I mean, they always give and they like collect. But I'm not asking. It's not a must on this platform. All I can beg you guys to do is to please like this live and as well as share the live. Please, guys, on TikTok, I have to disturb you guys. You have to share this live for me. I want to see everybody sharing the live right now to 10 or more people. 10 or more people. Let's just be sharing on my screen. This live is being shared to 10 or more people. Take the live, copy it, go to your WhatsApp stories, your different If you're popular on X, copy it and go to X and see something's happening here. Or if you whenever that you know that you're a king, if you're on WhatsApp stories, WhatsApp group, please go there and amplify the life. Very, very, very important. Right, guys? Thank you so much. That's the energy, because when I see this energy, then they give me ginger to come back here tomorrow. Say, okay, make we go on. And last week, I'm just going to start back from last week. Last week, I'm just going to reminisce from last week. Last week was a very blessed week for me. In all humility, a week today, something great happened on this platform. A normal human being just stepped into the platform, requested for the mic. I gave him the mic. He came up here and he spoke, and he changed the trajectory of conversations here for me, and I think for this platform. We have grown astronomically in the space of 1 week. The number of followings I've gotten from different platforms just because of those interviews that we had with Professor Francis that happened a week today has been amazing. It was I knew when after that interview I said we will have to cut off this part and promote it and push it out and invite him as a guest for Wednesday. And it happened that is it on a Monday? I think it was on a Tuesday, probably on a Tuesday. I think I hope I'm not skipping time though. But at least a week today, and almost everything changed. And that video has gotten millions of engagement across different platforms, bloggers carrying it, WhatsApp stories, my my auntie in Central America sent me a WhatsApp story. My auntie sent me the video with caption. My auntie said, I said, wait, hey, God have mercy. Where my auntie is, for her to get that video, hey, that video waka, a video that made this government reach out to Professor Francis, understand that the video reached Aso Rock itself. So they reached out to the man himself. I'm not going to divulge information based on confidentiality. Abi, that's what they talk about, correct? I'm not going to do that, but just understand how much impact you made from this little platform that got even to the presidency and went viral globally. For me, it's important that we understand. For me, it's not just about the virality, it's about the messaging, what is going viral in Nigeria. That's one of the reasons why I never joined TikTok previously, because when you hear TikTok Nigeria, all you hear is girls where they can't twerk, girls where they can't show their boobs, boys where they have been known for profanity, just nonsense. And that's why I was like, how do I survive in such an app? We understand that there's a huge demography of people that are on this app. We have to come in here and we have to change the orientation of Nigerians on this platform, redirect the conversation to these young Nigerians that always come on this platform to understand that beyond all these things you guys do, there's actually something that matters most to you as a Nigerian. There's something that you have to understand, that it affects every single thing. That today we have celebrities coming out and they're on TikTok begging for gifts and the rest. These are people that are meant to be benefiting from their hard work and everything, but they're in Nigeria now on TikTok looking for gifts and everything. As in, TikTok is almost like a day job for some of them, which is not meant to be so, but it's just because of how much our country has failed everybody. No matter where you are, standing on the aisle of the conversation, the country has failed us. Whether you like politics or not, whether you're 10 years old, you're 15 years old, you're 20 years old, you're 30, you're 40, you're 50, no matter where you stay as a Nigerian, politics affects you. So if you keep quiet, it is affecting you. Your silence is also consent, right? So for me, it's important we start raising a very political conscious generation of people, and that's why Prof coming here was a gift for me. It was a big gift because it actually showed me one thing. One of the greatest lessons I learned from his coming here was that I say I'm a deep researcher and I read a lot. I have not actually dipped in or researched on the life of Nigerians in the 80s, in the 60s. I've researched on the government. I know how the government worked. I know the people that were in government. I know how they function, their policies and everything. But the life of the people at that time, I never ever thought about researching on it. So that's why many things he was saying that they sounded like, really? I'm listening to someone tell him that as a university student, all he needs to do is to wake up, dress, wear his clothes, and go for lectures, leave his room scattered, and he will come back to his room being swept, his bed being dressed. his clothes being washed. Oh my, how in Nigeria? I've never ever thought about such thing happening. With food, giving them choice food, giving them milk. I never ever. So for me, looking at this, I'm like, this is actually Nigeria we are fighting for, saying a new Nigeria. Not saying that a new Nigeria that we're looking for actually existed in time. And the people that actually benefited from that system are currently alive in Nigeria today. They are currently alive. They are not dead. It's not like we're talking about in Herbert Macaulay, 1940 something. We're talking about current day Nigerians that are alive, witness our country grow. So it is not a dream. So for me, it is actually an opportunity to reach out. And I feel going into this electoral cycle, I'm going to reach out to so many of our elderly ones. I will start. Honestly, my plan for TikTok show was never to platform people in such a way that I platform Professor Charles. I felt it was going to be like an open room. Everybody come request the mic and speak. But I think going forward, I'll have to start bringing in guests. I'll have to start reaching out to people that I know that have lived this life, that have this lived experience to come out and talk about our country, to come out and tell Nigerians more things so we can understand that going into 2027, if there's one dream I wish to have, or there's one thing I wish I can do, is to make sure that this is the most politically charged atmosphere that we can create in the history of our country. That everybody's aware of what they have to do, how they have to do it, where they have to do it, as we go into this next electoral cycle. Unfortunately, the reality online is probably in this containers with the reality offline. That is the truth. But I'm not worried because I know that with hard work, we can always get results. It's never too late. It's never too late. So I say with that, welcome guys to the show one more time. Please, I just want to indulge one of you guys again one more time. All I will do is to be promoting this live. Please, guys, share this live for us. Let's repost the live. TikTokers, we have a mandate here. 100K likes. Please, let's get 100K likes as fast as possible. I don't know how to beg you guys, but I need every one of you to be on your liking game tonight. Sharing the live also. Very, 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 very important. I will try and do less talking today. And I love to see that my request line is almost already filled up. That is good. I know there are days before when I'll come here and I'll talk for like 3 hours. I'll be talking yeah, like a madman. And people will not request the mic. Now I don't open live, but I don't fool. Thank you. God bless you people. So I can be talking less. Because some people say I like to talk. Yes, I like to talk, but I also love to hear people speak, honestly speaking. So if you guys don't come out here and request the mic, maybe I'll get another Professor Charles tonight. You know, maybe God will give us another Professor Charles tonight. Who is the Professor Charles? Who is going to show us? Who is going to be that wow factor? Because like it I think that last week was a symbiotic relationship. It became a blow me, I blow you, because Prof is not a celebrity. People are reaching out to me from Canada, Ontario, Toronto. People are reaching out to me. They want to reach people that want to talk to Prof. They are in their let me not exaggerate. But I've gotten over 10 different people that have reached out to me that please get me his number. People that want to host him and so I just because of the energy he transmitted for Nigeria. So please, guys, I just want us to understand that why we do this live tonight. Please, please, you must not. I don't want to come and live fake life for us or shoot us. No. Be as free as possible. If you request the mic and you want to speak, I'll bring everybody up here to speak and share. But tonight, let's jump into the conversation tonight. Tonight, I'm talking about 3 major topics tonight. There's a call for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to resign. Peter Obi made that call. I'm going to read in that post. Peter Obi's post tonight where he called on Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his resignation. Also, I got a feeler. You know me, I always have my sources, and my sources told me about the ill health of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, which I think it has to be amplified. And also, we're going to talk about the Ekiti elections that happened over the weekend and lessons we can learn from it, things that we have to take into cognizance going forward into the next electoral cycle. I'm going to start with most importantly, Atiku's ill health. When I dropped that tweet today, Atiku's boys, I know some of them are here listening to me. They were in comment section, they were insulting me, you know, calling me all sort of names. And just simply telling people, please be aware of the fact that we cannot afford to move from a sick Buhari to a sick Tinubu to another sick Atiku. Nigerians cannot afford it. We don't have that luxury. I don't understand whether people don't understand timing. People don't understand the urgency of time. Right? I don't understand that. We can't afford Nigeria. We are currently on life support as a people. We are currently on life support. What is giving anybody the mindset thinking that as Nigeria did like this now, let us reward a man? Because let's even assume that where I got my source is false. Let's assume that where I got my source is a false source. Where have Atiku been in public over the last 2 to 3 weeks? Who have seen Atiku anywhere in public? I'm not talking about tweeting on X. Nobody has seen you anywhere in public. You want to be the president of a country of Nigeria as we are right now, like this, that are complaining that we're not seeing Tinubu. Then you that you're meant to look, you need my vote, you need the vote of Nigerians. They're meant to be up and about everywhere, campaigning, canvassing, reaching out. You just chill. Let's imagine that you're not even sick, like the rumors came in. Let's imagine that you're not even sick. Is it not the height of see finish and lazy man approach or big manism that will make you feel that you don't owe Nigerians appearances? You don't owe Nigerians being in public for interviews. You send your boys to go interview. You send your boys to tweet for you. You don't owe. I think that mentality is that mentality that has to die with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We cannot afford to move from Buhari to Tinubu to Atiku in a big manism kind of governance. This country will collapse. Even if I inside me, I believe that probably I say that he might be a better person than Tinubu. But does Nigeria at this point in time warrant such a move? It is like akin to moving from the devil and the deep blue sea. Either which way you're going to crash. So for me, I just had to bring it out for Nigerians. Please go on your social media platforms and ask him, where is Atiku? Where is Atiku? They said that he traveled. That's why I'm not announced his running mate, Amechi, that he traveled. Where did he travel to? You're not yet a president. Your trips are already becoming secrets. You're not yet president. Your trips are already becoming secrets. Thank you so much, my brother. As a public servant, like if you're in Dubai, you go not say you don't Dubai. Where you there, Atiku? Where's Atiku Abubakar? I want to be the next president of Nigeria. I'm saying this because my brother, I will invite him on this platform maybe within this week. Caesar, a very good voice, also speaking of our country, and I don't know if you guys know him. Caesar is on doing good conversations on Instagram. And Caesar made it. He was appealing to Atiku. He said, please, it's time for you to consider Nigeria before your interest. It's time for you to drop your personal interest. The only person benefiting from Atiku running this next election is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I want to also say this for Nigerians to understand that in the last presidential election of 2023, 3 major candidates that scored over 1 million votes. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Mr. Peter Obi, and Alhaji Kwankwaso. These 3 people scored over 1 million votes. These 3 people came together and said, let us form a coalition. And in the course of their forming the coalition, sorry, please, if you come up here to speak, please just mute your mic, please. Thank you, guys. In the course of forming this coalition, 2 of the 3, the big 3, are now together in one place. Because of the narrative that I tried to push right now is that, the coalition, that these people, then Peter and Kwankwaso left the coalition. The coalition actually is a coalition of people that are meant to actually produce the presidency. 2 of the big 3 are already on one side. It's only sensible that the 3rd person fall in line. But due to the ambition of this 3rd person, he doesn't want to fall in line. And the wicked thing is that you don't even have good health. You're 79 years old. Honestly, I believe that left for Atiku, he will go arrest. It is the voices of the people around him that are deceiving him, the marabouts, the diviners that are around him, the people that believe that when he gets into power, they will either gain something from his presidency, either as an aide or an essay or a minister or something. That's how the people that push him, run, Baba, run. Because at 79, God has blessed you. You have seen everything in life. You have grandchildren. You are not even healthy enough. You're not strong enough for this job. So it's important that you just asking this question. So please, if you're on social media, please go and amplify and ask for Baba Atiku, where are you? You should not be, we cannot move from a ghost, Buhari, to a ghost, Tinubu, to another ghost in Atiku. No, just turn Nigeria to ghost land. They will not turn to ghostbusters. It can work. It can work. It can work. So I'm going to move from Atiku so I cannot bring people up to for the conversation. Mr. Peter B made a tweet that I want to read that to you for in case you did not watch, you're not following the man and you did not see his tweets. So I'm just going to drop that tweet right now, so that we can all go through it as Nigerians. But earlier yesterday, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Keir Starmer, said he's going to be resigning from his job in June. Why? Because he did not meet up to some of his campaign promises. See country, see place where things they work now. See place where things they work. See people who understand what governance be. You understand? See people who understand that governance is not you. It's not a you don't. It's not a. We don't reward you with governance. It's not where you go and retire. It's not a Milocom. It's not your team. Governance about the people. Do the people like you enough? The people appreciate you. The people see what you're doing and want you to continue. That's what governance is all about. Not you superimposing yourself, your personal ambition, saying if it's not you, there is no way out. That is insanity, right? And so, Keir Starmer said he's going to resign by June, which is, I think, hopefully soon he's going to be resigning his seat. And let me read a tweet from Mr. P to be very, very important. Let me read that tweet. Let me find that tweet and read the tweet. So we can take it from there. And I was like, this is what governance is all about. You don't come out and say, if I don't give you people electricity, in 4 years, do not vote for me. A man openly came out. Do you understand? That is like, I don't understand what else a man will tell you not to do for him. Then you will slave yourself and say you do it for him. How can a man tell you that if I don't give you something, do not reward me? Then you want to go ahead to reward that man for not giving you what he promised to give you. That is insanity to me. But let's read Peter Obi's tweet real quick. Peter Obi said, owning up to leadership failure and political responsibility. Very important to get this topic. Owning up to leadership failures and political responsibility. This morning, I listened to the British Prime Minister's speech announcing his planned resignation in July. As a keen observer of global politics, my primary interest lies in examining what successful nations do right and the structural factors that cause others to lag or struggle with governance and development. The Prime Minister's planned resignation comes amid mounting public frustration over a stagnant economy, a worsening cost of living crisis, and a perceived failure to honor key campaign pledges. Oh, God. Looking inward in our dear country, we can recall our own situation. Before 2015, why are you calling him your president? Before 2015, please, guys, I'm going to paraphrase some things because I cannot call some people my president. Okay. Before 2015, Tinubu on several occasions championed the call for the then president Goodluck Jonathan to resign over economic hardship and insecurity affecting Nigerians. During the Chibok school kidnapping incident, he demanded the immediate resignation of President Jonathan, arguing that the government had failed in its most fundamental duty of protecting lives. During the 2020 election campaign, Tinubu made several promises, including improved electricity supply. He also challenged the electorate not to vote for him for a second term if he failed to deliver on those commitments, particularly in providing stable power, fighting corruption, and improving the welfare of Nigerians. At present, however, these conditions have worsened. Electricity supply remains unreliable, insecurity has intensified in many areas, including kidnappings, and economic hardship has deepened rather than eased. Similar concerns are reflected across other critical sectors, such as security, infrastructure, transportation, and anti-corruption efforts, all of which have regressed. We are in the worst possible condition. Facts. I therefore join Nigerians of goodwill in calling for the resignation. He did not use the right word. In calling, I am paraphrasing, guys, in calling for the immediate resignation of the president over monumental failure in governance. Such a gesture will help enthrone a political culture rooted in accountability and responsibility, rather than further entrenching impunity. It will also send a powerful message that public office is a sacred trust, not an entitlement, and help build a society in which further leaders understand that failure carries consequences. Only by ending the culture of impunity can we secure a better future for the society our children will inherit in a new Nigeria that is possible. I don't know if I have to explain anything further on this, but this man shot right at the right spot. Tinubu has been a monumental disaster. The primary duty of any government is the security of life and properties. If you fail in that primary duty, whatever else you have done, your government can be categorized as a failed government. Please, people on Facebook, please, let's share this live, guys. Please share the live for me. Let's get everybody sharing the live right now, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. The moment you fail in your primary duties as a leader, you automatically fail in governance. But Tinubu is not just failing in his primary duties to secure Nigerian lives. He's failing in his own campaign promises that if he doesn't give Nigeria electricity if you don't give us electricity in the next 4 years time, do not vote for me. I made a video that I posted earlier on. I didn't know if you guys watch that video. I said in 2023, APC members, Tinubu supporters, we asked them, what have Tinubu done? They'll tell you, Coastal Road, Nel Fund. In 2024, you ask them, what has Tinubu done? They'll tell you, Coastal Road, Nel Fund. In 2025, you ask them, what has Tinubu done? Coastal Road, Nel Fund. In big 2026, what has Tinubu done? Coastal Road, Nel Fund. This endemic disaster that is worse than tsunami has not done anything than Coastal Road, Nel Fund. That is the only thing these people can. You ask, come up and ask them. Dauda will come in now. If I play Dauda recording 3 years ago, it is like they're like robots. They're like robots. You program them. What did they talk 3 years ago? I think they will talk today. There is no improvement. And instead, the economy is crashing on their heads. Nigerians are getting more unsafe. I heard that there was a bomb blast in Lagos State today. Even though they're denying that, they're saying that it is gas explosion, we know how this thing goes. We know how this thing goes. In the space of 3 years of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Southwest, that was predominantly a safe spot in Nigeria, is now a hotbed for insecurity. And remember, that is actually his region. His supposed region, because nobody knows where he comes from actually. Nobody knows his father, nobody knows his mother, nobody knows his childhood, he has no pictures. He just came out of somewhere and claimed that he's from the Southwest. The region he claimed to be from is now one of the most unsafe places in the country. This is Tinubu's scorecard. And that is why every sensible Nigerian should join voices in actually demanding for his resignation right now. But I know he will not resign. It's better let's just put it there. We know he will not resign. But it's good that we test it and say, Oga, you have failed woefully. And as you choose not to resign, it's now incumbent on us as a people to make sure that we pursue him in 2027. And this brings me to Ekiti State over the weekend. Tinubu, honestly speaking, Tinubu have demystified the Southwest. Honestly speaking, I don't know. I know the Southwest will rise again. The Southwest will rise again. It has to take conscious effort of well-meaning Yorubas to start fighting the damage Tinubu is causing to a region and to a people in general. If I'm a Yoruba person, if I were a Yoruba person, God knows I will be the loudest critic. I will be the loudest voice. I'll be the loudest anti-Tinubu the world will know. So that posterity will remember me. That when this disaster was destroying Nigeria and destroying our region, I was loud enough speaking. I did not take side and say, he's my brother, let me protect my brother. No. The ramifications of what Tinubu is doing to the Southwest today, he might be far gone dead when the Southwest will start feeling it. How, in a space of time, a region that, look at when Prof was speaking, look at the professors Prof was talking about, people that he looked up to, great names, great men. This region produced these people. All of a sudden, Isaac Fellowship had to say today, Tinubu coming into the political space of the Southwest and becoming the godfather of Southwest politics has automatically led to the slow demise of the region in every positive indices. I said growing up as a kid, most of the challengers in secondary school then, my Southwestern brothers, educated people. I'll never forget one of my best friends in secondary school, Femi Fakwade. His father is a professor his father was, I don't know if he's still a professor now because it's been long we did not speak. His father was a professor in Federal University, I think in Yola. I knew so many brilliant Yoruba minds. Education was a very attractive virtue in the Southwest. So it was surprising to me when I came over for my master's. And I noticed that many of my classmates that are from the Southwest, many of my schoolmates that were from the Southwest did not even finish. They just found a way of getting their papers and they abandoned school. Masters that you spend close to 60 to 70 million naira for, you abandon it because you've gotten paper that they can always revoke the paper. It did not make sense to me. Then I sat back to understand the political culture Tinubu has built from Lagos down to the Southwest in the space of 30 years. A man that comes in as governor of the most powerful state in Nigeria, the most richest state in Nigeria, a state that is richer than so many countries in Africa, and automatically he waters down on the primary sector that elevates the society. Is a danger to the society. A man that has no primary record, secondary school record, his university certificate was forged, will never understand the value of education. And so what did he do? He made sure he watered down the urge for the average Lagosian to want to go to school. There were no incentives of going to school in Lagos. Yes, they say he paid for WAEC. You can pay for WAEC for 1 million students. There are no incentives for those students to even want to go to school in the first place. When, as a governor, you elevate illiterates, you elevate aberos, you elevate people of unknown sources of income to exalted position in the society, and you make them kings in their districts. What is the incentive of the 5-year-old child growing up in Bariga, seeing that when he's stepping out of his house to go to school in the morning, there's one Egbon Adubo that is the king of the Abero in his area, sitting in front of the area with his boys, smoking and drinking scoochies in the morning hours with a jeep parked in front of that area. And that boy is growing up and he's coming back from school. Egbon Adubo is sitting there with his boys. They smoke canna, they play music, loud music, they gyrate for streets. How do you expect that small child to grow up and value the education? When he now goes to school, he sees his teacher struggling to eat bread, struggling to survive. What are the incentives for that child to want to further his education when he knows that he can just go and hit the street and start smoking and start getting high on drugs and become an Egbon Adubo And better off than his teachers. Look at Tinubu's circle of influence, his circle of people that came out as politicians. No one you can say characteristics, apart from probably Professor Emir Sirdam, that held a delicate position. Point to any of them. You cannot point and say, who is this person that rose from Tinubu that is an educated mind? He never elevated them. He instead elevated Abderus, thugs, made them powerful in Lagos. And systematically, that was how he destroyed education in Lagos and pushed that system across the southwest. Today, they go to Lagos. I'm not saying this as a beef or as anything. I lived in Lagos. There's virtually, if they do a census in Lagos, if they do a census of 100 of let's say 100% census, there is no. I don't want to go 100%. 90% of Lagosians, 90% of Lagos families get at least one or two Yahoo boys. In fact, some family, all of them are Yahoo boys. This is the hard truth. It is because of a man that came in and elevated criminality, made criminality in the happenstance, made wealth without enterprise the way of life. People that you cannot account to where they got their money from were not the big boys in society. That was how fraud, Lagos became the headquarters of fraud. And it pushed across the southwest. Ritual killing started. And this man terraformed the southwest in the space of 26 years. People never understood what was happening. Slowly, a child that was born when Tinubu became governor in Lagos in 1999 is 26 years old today. A 26-year-old Yahoo boy. They don't understand A plus B. Don't understand that this region was once the beacon of education in the country. That produced great men and women. They don't understand because a man came in and terraformed that region in 27 years. And he has passed it across the whole southwest. Look at what came out from Ekiti over the weekend. If they had told me in my life that I would hear that people were buying votes on credit, I will say a lie. On credit, vote for me today, pay tomorrow. It happened for Ekiti 2023 elections. Openly, you see an adult lady that is meant to be wise enough. They come, carry 15K, 15 pa, they make video. APC, APC, they dance. 15,000 naira. 15, how much is 15,000 naira up to? How many dollars make 15,000 naira big? 15 pa. Kai! Tinubu has destroyed that region. It will take, that's why I say, if I was a southwesterner, God knows, I will be the loudest critic of this man because what this man is doing, he's taking 27 years to destroy a generation, because right now I can say that a generation of southwesterners, look at the bigots that you see sometimes on social media, young boys and girls in their 20s. He has destroyed this set. It should be a fight against making sure that the next generation don't get destroyed. It is very important. It is very important to me. And I'm not going to wrap up on this because on the way forward for Ekiti, because you saw the vote buying. Hi, see one man will even come. Hi, God. the man come say, the vote has already done. In that session, the 1K, and the women were blessing him. Hi! God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. Hi! My brothers and sisters, please, if we look at the elections in Ekiti, it's important that we just have some takeaway that going forward into the next electoral cycle. Why I'm not always concerned about all these by-elections is that I understand that the eyes of the nation is always on it. The organization and everything is always on it. They try and make it a peaceful election and everything. right? But there was intense vote buying across the whole place. I'm not going to go stoop low to do banter. There's no banter. This is real life consequences for Nigerians. I want us to understand that we have to learn something from the election, that APC are ready with cash and that there are Nigerians that are ready to sell. Facts. Facts. So the next electoral, no, my brother, that is no. The next elections is not video. We don't have to be seeing videos. I said presidential elections should not be an election where we'll be seeing videos. Please, no videos. Please. Any video you want to see, okay, I made a video that people will see the kind of video we have to be seen. It should be video of person will come buy your vote, they collect. Una don't put the person collect all your money. And that kind of video we want to see. Not video of say, I did this polling unit, they come buy our vote, yeah, I did this polling unit, they come beat up. No. If you bring that kind of video to social media, now you go first insult. Please, we don't any. If you see that kind of thing, mobilize people. That's what we're saying right now. Create and raise awareness in your locality, in your polling unit. Know your polling unit members. Start creating it right now, Nigerians. Nobody will come out and do it for you. All I can do is pass this message. I'm doing my own on my own. I don't show that before. See me I did training. I dey show now. See me, I dey train every day. See I don't get my boxing gloves. No be say I play. I'm training. I don't want to say I come on my election day. Come begin the carry video. They show that video say one abero blow me for eye. They blow me and say my eye, see my eye. So don't pity me, Don't pity me. I will not pity anybody election day. I will not pity any Nigerian on election day. Be ready and be prepared because what we're going to is war. Let us understand this straight facts. What is happening in 2027 is outright civil disobedience. Because these criminals are getting ready. We self is supposed to be ready. Thank you guys for joining and listening to my long rant. Oh my goodness, I don't plenty request on the mic, so let me bring you guys up. Thank you so much, all of you that have requested the mic. Please, meanwhile, if you want to join the conversation, you can come to X, request the mic on X. Please, while you come up, please check that. Just if you have requested the mic, please mute your mic while you're coming up, please. If you request the mic, just be checking that whether I have given you the mic. So please, while you come up, it's important you mute your mic while coming up, please. Thank you so much, guys. Meanwhile, please, my TikTok people, let us make sure we please amplify this live, guys. Let's power tap the live. We need to get to 10,000, 100,000 likes as fast as possible, please. I don't want to say overboard today. I beg of you guys. Everybody, please join the power tapping chain while we get the show started. I'm going to start with my first conference serve basis. My King One, if you can hear me, please. You have 5 minutes. Welcome to the show.
Okay. Emir Sirdam, thank you for the show. You're really doing a great work, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I have a couple of things to say concerning Atiku's health. Atiku is an old man, and he's ill. If his health is deteriorating as days goes by. And the only thing I would tell him is he's a blessed man, a man with up to 30 children and 100 grandchildren. He should go and rest. At least he should have time for his grandchildren. And this election time, he's supposed to be there, making speeches for himself, going to radio station, television, and all that to speak for himself. But he's nowhere to be found because he is critically ill as it is. Concerning the resignation of Tinubu, yes, Tinubu must resign, or he's must have resigned before now, because he's a total failure in all sector. You cannot hold Nigeria in any way now. You can't hold any sector and say, okay, this is the sector that is doing good, or this is the part that is doing good in Tinubu's administration. Tinubu is a total failure. Insecurity is there, lack of healthcare facilities, and many more things, many more. So he's supposed to must have resigned before now. So we are calling for his resignation anywhere he is. I don't know. Even sometimes he stays a month before you know where Tinubu is. That is it. Anywhere he is, he's supposed to do what? Resign. he's supposed to resign. This man is a total he has nothing to offer. Even though you give him any solution towards the government, he will implement it wrongly. He will implement it wrongly. That is the problem. There is nothing better in this APC administration. You guys should stop. If you are hoping that there is good thing coming at you, nothing is going to come out. I'm telling you, nothing is going to happen. Now, as it is concerning the Ekiti election, I want our people to just think. A group of people, a political party will come out and tell you that the vote, they have already won, that the vote is already done, it's already counted. Now, these same people will still create a voter apathy. These same people will still come to the polling unit with the money to buy that same vote they say they have. It doesn't count. Please, let's think. Let's start removing these political garbages they put in us. Please, your vote counts. The reason why they are buying it is because it counts. The reason why they are preventing some people from registering for their PVC. The reason why INEC is working with the APC government with Tinubu is because they know that your vote counts. They know that your vote is much more valuable. That is why they are undermining you people. That is why they don't want you to register. That is why they are coming to buy your vote on that election day. Your vote really counts. Let nobody, or those of them that say they are sitting on the fence, let them not discourage you that your vote doesn't. Your vote counts. When that person tells you that your vote doesn't count, you can't do nothing. I tell the person that why are they coming to buy my votes? Why are they picking up people's PVC, giving them two Indomie to snap your PVC? Why? If my vote doesn't count. Okay, why are they now delaying the voters registration, trying to reduce the number of people registering for PVC? If my vote doesn't count, why are they doing those things? If my vote doesn't count, why are they trying to destabilize the opposition parties? Your vote really counts. And as it is, 2027 is a do or die affair. It's not going to be a free and fair election. For those of you selling your vote, let me tell you what you are selling. The benefit of you selling your vote is number one, that you will be caught by the bandit and you will pay ransom. Number two, you will have health issues and there is no healthcare system. Even the same government will not subsidize you in anything.
What?
Number three, you may die in a road accident because there is no good road. And at the end of the day, even though you die and they bury you, at the end of the day, people will go and in that your grave, they will bring you out. Some of them will try to use your skulls to do rituals. Let me tell you, these are the benefits.
All right, in 13 seconds, please.
So, what I'm saying is this. Please let nobody deceive or discourage you. We are going to remove Tinubu in that place come 2027. Thank you. I hit the mic.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kings. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, guys, please, let's keep the power tapping going. Let's keep power tapping, please. We have a target of 100,000 likes. And if you are watching us on other platforms, I just indulge you guys. I see the request on Instagram. I cannot bring you guys up now because I don't know how clear this mic I'm using on Instagram is. I might try. I might just switch, but let me take some speaker. But if you're itching to speak, please come to TikTok. It's actually a TikTok show. I'm not going to run right now to my next speaker. My people on Facebook, let's share the live, guys. If you have a comment, I'm going to read your comments. If you have a question, just ask. Thank you so much, guys. Let's keep the power tapping going up, guys, till we get to 100K minimum. Let me bring in my brother Mikey. Mikey, you have the live. Good evening, please.
Good evening, Sirdam. How are you doing?
I'm good. You're welcome. Good, and yours?
Yeah, it was sad watching what happened over the weekend in Nigeria. It was a sad one. Was I expecting anything different? Absolutely not. If you understand the dynamics of Nigerian politics, especially APC politics, you will know what to expect. But where my disappointment came in was I thought I was going to see a little bit of resistance from the people. My conviction or my
From which people? From Ekiti people?
Yes.
How?
I felt like
you just when they were throwing them bread and they were jumping on the bread like say.
That was when I saw how bad. We've been saying things are bad.
I've weaponized poverty in that country.
When I saw that video of how people were running after trucks to pick, oh God,
bread, APC,
and I realized that what we are up against is beyond the usual. I have never in my 40-something years seen Nigeria deteriorate to the level where people will be running for. Do you know people were buying votes for 1K? 1K, they were selling their vote for 1,000 naira.
Swear.
Sirdam, do you know how much a liter of petrol is? The money they sold their vote is not even enough to buy a liter of petrol. And these guys sold their vote for 1,000, less than $1 for another 4 years. So I understand the tactics that the poverty in Nigeria is a deliberate action. Is a deliberate action. If you watched a video where Tinubu was speaking to his governors and he was telling them to wet the grass, and as subtle as that statement was, I saw the way the political class sees the people. They are grass. They are just grass. You know what you do to grass? You step on it when you like. You cut it when you like. That is the way they see the people. And so I was expecting, at least, Ekiti used to be like that place where, they had a lot of educated people and all that. And I'm like, how can this same place be reduced to this? But on the other side of it, I just also felt like sometimes you've got to let a person's cup be full. And I believe APC are building their cup. And I know that very soon it's going to be full. I just want to forget what happened over the weekend because that is a nightmare. I can't imagine it. To talk about Atiku, I've told you, Sirdam, except we just want to be messing about. Atiku is not interested in the presidency. Because look at all the things you highlighted. Atiku cannot be interested in the presidency and just be nowhere to be found. Where have you seen that guy? Where have you seen him? What does he say? What is his impact? What is his contribution to national politics? Nothing. Other than he's a northerner. He's a unifier. How has he been unifying? How? So I do not, to be honest, APC are not even worried about that. That's an honest truth. How many times have you seen all the spokesperson and all the people? They say they are talking about Atiku. Because they know that it's an ally. So I'm not even bothered about myself and Atiku. To be honest, with all the bigotry that is camp are spewing out, they are not spewing those bigotry out in favor of Atiku. They are spewing it out to demarcate Obi so that Tinubu can have a free ride. Simple. It was not intended to sell Atiku to anybody. So if we are still putting our energy talking about that, I don't have anything to say about Atiku because it's not even in the grand scheme of things. The earlier the Nigerians see Atiku for what he really is, the better. And lastly, I would like to say that if you see the trajectory of the way things are going right now, and the way people are speaking, and everybody is angry, and you get to see the psychology that is being played right now. It's like, oh, the election speak for itself, that people are endorsing Tinubu. I'm sure you will have been hearing those narratives right now, when people are saying, oh, look at the election. People are talking on social media, but the election is speaking, contrary to that, this victory is an endorsement of the government of Tinubu. This is what Lagos has been dealing with for many years. So, if at this stage we are not ready to go all out, and this is what you are doing, and I will employ everybody in this place. This group might look very small, but it is not small. We need to make sure that these discussions, we blow it out, we share it with people, we put it in our group, just like you have said. It's the little contributions that we can do. Share it, cut some of the videos if you can, or take some of the posts posted, discuss these things, and be a mouthpiece to spread this message. Because a lot of people still do not understand what is at stake. People will come boldly on social media and be saying, oh, APC gave me 15K. There was a video I watched where somebody is saying, if I have PBC, Yoruba speaking in Yoruba, that if they don't give me 5,000,
I swear.
5,000. I'm like, oh, sometimes I feel like crying.
My brother, thank you. Thank you. Let me, but thank you, my brother. Thank you. That was one of the things that I said earlier on, that poverty in Nigeria is manufactured. It's the poverty that APC intentionally manufactured poverty. APC intentionally manufactured illiteracy. Why? Because they are serious tools to suppress a people. If a grown man with children is saying that if they don't give him 5,000 naira, he no go vote. That people, ADC knows she gave him, when they say APC give him 5K. That's why he said. That's why I'm a very big anti-Tinubu. Tinubu is a disaster. Tinubu is worse than cancer. It is intention. That is what he did in Lagos. Make them suffer, make them poor. When you make them poor, they cannot think. Anytime you bring for them about soaping, thank you. They can't even fight for themselves. They can't even see their possibilities. They can't. They are in survival mode 24/7. 24/7 you're surviving. How can I feed my family? How can I eat? How can I? You're not even thinking of clothes to wear under Tinubu. You're not even thinking of car to. You won't buy car. You won't drive car under Tinubu. He's an agent of poverty. So you see videos of him giving people palm oil and rice. And him personally, there are pictures of him doing those things. You go to his house in Bodulon, you see people sitting at the front of his gate, thousands of men and women, able-bodied. They are not crippled, able-bodied, begging in front of Tinubu's house in Lagos. That man is I see Tinubu as the devil himself. That can only be from the devil. A culture of begging. He has turned the southwestern region now to Almajiris in real daytime. We are seeing it happen. Because you understand that is the only way you can keep people subservient to you, if you are the key to the food they eat. That's what he has turned and that's what he's trying to turn the country in entirety to. And that's why he's creating agents in every state. State governors are not emulating his ideology. It's an ideology of poverty. If Lagos can do it, why can't I do it in Rivers State? Why can't I do it in Enugu State? Why can't I do it in Zamfara? It's a terrible ideology of poverty. Any sane mind should resist this man. You will wake up one day and you think that, you think it's only Yoruba land. You will see it happening in the southeast, in the south. People are now begging, rushing for crumbs. It is I'm saying it one more time. Hunger and poverty in Nigeria is artificial. It's an intentionality act of this criminal in Aso Rock to make the people poor so that you cannot even think. All you're grasping for is survival. Look at the trillions this man has borrowed since 2023 till today. Where all that money? He will disburse like half in buying votes for the next electoral cycle. That is the confidence in which his few supporters come out and tell you that they win the elections. Not because he has worked and that he deserves a second time, or that Nigerians will come out and vote for him, but because he has programmed their brains to accept criminality as a normality. So therefore, they are standing on the mandate of a crime that they know that in any which way we go buy votes, we go win election. Not that Nigerians will vote for Tinubu. We have a country to fix, Nigerians. We have a country to fix. We have a country to fix. Big Sam, welcome. You have 5 minutes, sir.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible, please. If you could be more audible, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for what you're doing. I really appreciate it. However, I have like a few things to discuss. So the first thing I would just like to say is, while thinking through about everything that is happening at this present stage of Nigeria and the whole election, the first question that came to my mind is, why do we have to think that anybody coming into governance have to spend 8 years? Is there something wrong with our psychology to be able to always have it in mind that once you are there, you have to spend that 8 years? And I think that thing has actually caused us more harm than good. And the second thing I would like to say is in the aspect of corruption. I think corruption is actually the root of...
Sorry, go on.
I think corruption is actually the root of all these things, because when there is corruption, we will surely have poverty. And I would like to give, especially Tinubu supporters on this call, a practical examples of how, when you deal with corruption, we can be able to deal with this insecurity. Now, I was watching this particular analysis from someone on Instagram about the budgets, which he actually got from a good data. So I see a government data like that. And the guy actually questioned the budget given to the Nigerian military and also the amount that was actually sent out. We should leave that. We should now come back to how much is being spent on the presidential fleet. How much are our people taking regarding these old houses they are building for judges and every other thing? Now, if all this money are being packed somewhere that, okay, let us deal with this insecurity. The first thing I believe this administration can actually do is, okay, let us deploy drones. You are saying these terrorists are actually in the bush. Fine, no problem. We don't want to waste the life of our armies. We don't want to endanger their lives. Send this drone to give you real-time information about their whereabouts, about everything. That these are things advanced countries, even countries that are coming up, are actually doing. We are not doing it. We should leave that. We should come back to the transportation. How are they getting their arms? Or is it that we cannot actually account for how these people are actually getting all these weapons, all these grenades, all these things they're actually using to attack people? Or there is someone supporting that, or there is someone also having profit from that particular aspect of business. The third thing is aspect of bank. An issue came up that they said a particular bandit was actually sending money on TikTok live, and Nigerians were actually leaving an account to credit them. Fine, they've done that. We can actually blame them for that and even prosecute them for that. However, is our banking system telling us that they can't be able to trace this particular account or link it up with a particular individual? That they can't tell us that, okay, we are suspecting this person, or our DSS, all they just know how to do is just to rubbish people, manhandle people without even doing anything. Or is it that, I don't know, maybe all these new supporters are not thinking this way? These are things I feel like when this administration, probably they have done it, or they are just overlooking it, that they don't care about the lives of Nigerians. The third one is the aspect of calling. And I remember one time, I think it was El-Rufai, allegedly, when El-Rufai was actually saying that he tapped a call of, I think a minister also like that. And this bandit will call, there will be negotiation. And our government will come out to tell us that they don't know where these bandits are, where they can be able to actually trace it. And on this everything and everything, they are still saying that Tinubu, there is nothing against him or something like that. Tinubu is a total failure and total disaster. There is a particular thing going on now about a particular minister or MD of NNPC with 210 trillion naira. 210 trillion naira. The Senate brought it down. Our executive are not even doing anything about it. And lastly, I think we should also focus on all these governorship and also the House of Representative, all these Senate elections, because I feel like if Peter Obi only to get to the post and there are no supporters actually backing up to sign all of things, because I went to search on how can we impeach Tinubu, and the only thing I saw that 1/3 of the House should pick up the whole thing, should tell her is that, okay, we want to impeach this president, then they will do the investigation, then 2/3 of the House will have to support the motion. But if Tinubu has actually bought everybody in that house, they're already distributing money. I think that is where the master strategies actually come in, is that, he has actually planned everything well, everybody is just getting money, everybody is just trying to manage it, because they know that they can't be questioned. Because they know that there is nothing there is no justice for them. So they just seek to do anything that they want to do. I don't feel like we should also put up the awareness that as we are aiming for the presidential election, let us also aim for the governorship election, for the House of Representative election. Let our people be there. While we are making up these policies, just imagine, with all of this that is going on, they don't have any new thing to bring up that a particular governor or president should be spending 6 years. Imagine Tinubu 4 years plus another 6 years.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you very much. I was on News Central on Saturday on their breakfast show, and this was what we're talking. That was the question they were asking me why the Ekiti election was going concurrently, and we're talking about the 6 years proposal of this criminal government. And when they asked me, that's what I said. I was like, Nigeria does not have a term limit problem. We have a problem of accountability for even the little time you get. Are you accountable for that time? We have a corruption problem. The biggest problem we have in this country is corruption. What has Tinubu done to fix corruption in the past 3 years? Nothing. Because he's a godfather of corruption itself. As long as you are not disturbing him, you can steal your state dry, Tinubu no go send you. You can steal your local government dry, Tinubu no go send you. So he has institutionalized corruption. He has bought your judges. You don't give your judges houses. You don't see the houses when they give them. Tinubu is a government of the elite. You see, that's why, for me, I just get so agitated when I see Nigerians that are supporting Tinubu for tribalism. It is the most insane thing. If you're supporting Tinubu because you're actually benefiting from his table, I can understand. That is the innate nature of man. Greed, survival. Tinubu does not care about me and you. Tinubu's own people are the most suffering, and another suffer pass for Nigeria today. Southwest are the people that are suffering every single day. 30-something judges ran away, 30-something kings ran away from Kwara. This Ekiti now, when they do the election now, kings don't run from their community for this same Ekiti. Tinubu's own region are suffering the brunt of his governance. That is a crazy thing. If you're benefiting from him firsthand, like that man that was sharing 1K, if that man is saying supporting Tinubu, Tinubu local, local, and the rest, I was clapping for the man. Yes, I can understand you backing this man because you're working and you're getting your money, not you poor peasants. You go come social media now, they shout Tinubu local. Meanwhile, your mama they pursue for bread for streets. They throw bread, your mama they jump bread like monkey. they catch bread for streets, or your grandmama, or your auntie, because those people they know people where the social media like me and you. You cannot say that those people where they pursue bread, where they pursue agege bread. You know, because those people don't know people, their children don't do Twitter or TikTok. Then they go charge their phone for barbing saloon. Come social media with me and you. They shout 4+4, 4+6. They type them with aggression. Kai! Tinubu don't use people brain do swear. Oh my goodness, may God help this country. May God help this country. Zini Sings, welcome. You have the live. Welcome, please.
Thank you for having me. Good evening, everybody. If anybody is expecting a kind of, I don't know, will I say accountability from Tinubu? I think the person, even devil has better accountability than him, because it's not going to be possible. I've said it. I was in one live and I said, you see, this election, everybody should just understand that it's not going to be free and fair. Nobody should expect anything from INEC. INEC is already a faction of APC. So we should just zero our mind that this election that is coming up, this presidential election, is going to be 10 times worse than what we are seeing from Ekiti. It's going to be, because his own motto is do everything possible to put me on that seat.
Facts.
That is straight. Now we Nigerians, our own motto is do everything possible not to see him on that seat. Anything at all where you feel to do it. I don't talk for comment section. See me, I don't buy my gas masks. I don't already buy my pepper spray. I'm already gearing myself. I'm getting ready. And right now, I think I told you, Emir Sirdam, I told you about a movement that we started. It's called Poly Unit to Collation Center movement. We have even started it. Now more people are joining. And this movement, we are sacrificing, before we said 4 days, but we've increased it. We are sacrificing 7 days for 4 years.
Wow.
7 days. That's what we are doing. So any Nigerian who is already tired and said, you know what, I am ready to give my life. I am ready to fight for this cause. All you need to do is gear up yourself. Get yourself ready. Put your blanket in the bag. Because we are going to camp in front of Collation Center. We are going to camp there with our weapon. We are not going to go back to our house. We are not going to make the same mistake of 2023. It's not possible. From polling units, we are moving to their GAG, whatever it is that they call it, where they should go and drop the results. And then from there, we are moving the ballot straight to Collation Center. Anything we want sub, if they want to do anything for inside that building, we will set that place. All of them inside there. See, we are not joking anymore. It's all this thing that done. Oh, you see how this kids me, that one no they bother me, because we don't see how they said, like I said in the room comment section, they sold their vote 2023 on credit. So I wasn't really expecting anything from Ekiti. I knew something was going to solve. So I wasn't expecting. Honestly, I was not even actually that shocked. The only thing that shocked me is that they upgraded to bread. 15 I'm thinking they were still going to sell it on credit. So, shocked me like that. I just showed okay, bread, okay, at least it's something. And someone was even showing his PVC saying that if you can give me 5K, I will vote for you. I'm like, okay, fine. At least you guys have upgraded. That's commendable, But my own thing is Nigerians that are ready. Nigerians are ready for this fight. Please, the movement has started. If you want to join, all you need to do is just DM me. I'm not really going to be wasting my time talking about INEC. It was then when we went to Grand. Me, I've done a one woman's protest in front of INEC building. Police people called gun for me. So not be today. But right now, I'm not even interested again because I've seen the picture. It's glaring. These people are already planning to rig. Oh Jesus. The kind of rigging where they go, you go shock it. Like, you people, your mouth be like, you'll be wondering. I saw a video where I don't know who was that person that was saying it. And it was like, right now, cards, people's PVC that were not gotten, they are giving it to Nigerians. They are giving it to APC supporters to use. Like, I go do suffer, go register. You can't give me my PVC. Lie to me, say PVC never come out. Only for me to see another old woman or old man holding my PVC to go vote. You see that day, any ad hoc staff or whoever it is, because I don't talk and say any NYSC member they put for that polling unit, they won't do anything. Please, I beg you in the name of God, don't try it. Because people will go home bloody. If you know, say you no get PVC, but you are angry with the situation of Nigeria, come out. Don't do because I don't have my PVC and let me stay at home. No. If you have your PVC, you don't have your PVC. Everybody should flood out. If in every polling unit there are over 2,000 Nigerians, no thug will try anything. If in every polling unit we have at least 2,000 Nigerians, I am telling you for a fact that no thug will do anything. Everybody should feel up that those that don't have PVC stand as the protector of those that have. This 2027 now blood, even Tinubu knows it that bloody war. He don't they prepare. So let's also get our minds ready. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you. Make a clap for you because all I will say is that for me, protection of your vote as a Nigerian is your right. It is your right to vote and to protect your vote to the very end. Whatever comes along the way, even while I'm not going to preach or call for violence, it is your right to protect your vote. How you protect your vote is up to you. How you feel to protect your vote is up to you. There is nobody. One thing we'll not do in next elections is for one set of people to have monopoly of violence. One set of people will get Solomo, things say that then get power. That enough happen. That stage died in 2023. We are 1 million Nigerians more madder than Solomon. They go see us on election day. Let it be known. That mentality wey say that you na only una get craze, only get thugs. You will see educated thugs that day. So if your plan is to come and steal ballot box, it is mandated that you not go back home. Take it to the bank. At least not in my polling unit. At least not in my polling unit. They no born you say may come my polling unit, may you come steal ballot box. We will send you to your maker that day. And that's the message we are going to preach for Nigerians across the country. If you believe that you have won you have the voters to win the elections, please, by all means, come and win the elections and vote. But you want to steal people's ballots on election day, like we have seen in previous elections. Grab it, snatch it, run away with it. You will run away with it to hell. By all means, I stand on my chest, on my 10 toes and say it. Nigerians, protect your vote with your life. Anybody that comes to steal your vote, make that person no leave that place. Make that person leave that place. Whatever you will do to protect your vote as a Nigerian, please do it. But what we should not see in 2027 is a repeat of what we see in 2023. Where we'll be seeing, hey yeah, we snap and you can hide one place and be showing video. Hey yeah, and we are here. And thugs came and scatter our polling units. No. We don't want to see those videos. We want to see videos of thugs getting the jungle just because Nigerians, if person go market now, go steal Maggi, una catch am, give am jungle justice. If una catch thief for market, wey steal Maggi, una go gather, find tire, Colombia that thief, give am jungle justice. The person wey come steal your 4 years, these criminals want to make it 6 years now. And I'm gonna say they carry video, they snap on video. That's madness. So that's the reorientation we have to give our people back home to understand. Especially our mama them. All of them when our mama they die bread, like Oliver Kahn. They throw bread from boss, they drive am now. Please tell your mama them. I beg. All right, let's run on. Thank you, my sister Zini. Thank you very much. Please, honestly, train your parents. Papa. Person papa come out with white beards and everything. Just say if they don't give am 5K, goes ink on camera. That person picking will come out here, they shout 4 over 4. 4 plus 4, sorry. Waterloo, Waterloo Bar, you're welcome. Please have the line, 5 minutes, please. Waterloo Road. Meanwhile, guys, please, if you're requesting for the mic, all of that way they go use your burner account, please, or probably on TikTok, please put a name to your account. I cannot bring up people that are faceless or nameless. Please. Many of you who are requesting for the mic are faceless and nameless. Please. And also, it's important to understand that as we go into this electoral circle, this government will disburse their boys, with to come on lives like this, to come on shows like this, just to sow discord, to sow fear, to sow division. It is what they know how to do best. Please. The last lady said if 2,000 people per polling unit, na lie. If 50 people per polling unit, what is 50 people? If I made a video, I'll post that video tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow or next, of one standalone event that happened that I watched. One courageous person alone that choose to stand and say enough is enough can actually trigger a ripple effect that will make other cowards stand up. So you don't even need 2,000 people, because they're not even polling units in Nigeria up to 2,000 people. I don't think there's anyone. If 10 people per polling unit say in this polling unit this today, nothing will happen to our votes, and they insist on it. 10 men will come there with their 2x2. You think say thugs no dey fear? No be thugs they shoot gun with for VDM, thugs they run, thugs hold gun, VDM them hold cutlass, thugs they shoot gun they run. You think say because a man will hold gun means say the man is more powerful? You know they fear in life? Is that what you think? Nigerians have been programmed to live in fear for so long. Now that fear now we must push out from our people, because we're not alive. As we're currently, many people you're living but you're not alive. So we have to start desensitizing our people, reorientating them to understand that your actual power lies in your courage and your number. That your vote is actually a man taking away your life. If you allow them steal your vote, it's just like you akin to allowing them steal your life. We don't still understand the ramifications of vote stealing. Waterloo, if you're not there, I'm gonna have to skip you real quick to Kachi Therapy. Then from Kachi Therapy, let me just make a roll call. Kachi Therapy to my brother Well in Nigeria, then Mr. Man, then Life, then my brother Cliff, then Life Good, in that order. Waterloo, are you there? All right, Kachi Therapy, please. You have the live in 5 minutes.
Hi, Sirdam, can you hear me?
Yeah, audible, go on.
Good evening. I don't push you from Twitter. Come here today.
Welcome, sir.
I've been listening into some conversation earlier, and something just struck me. The first one that struck me was, one of the things when they did Post Jonathan back then was, abduction of school children. I beg, Sirdam, make I indulge a bit. You remember how many mass abductions happened during Jonathan's regime? 6 years of Jonathan. How many mass abductions happened?
I think the major one was just Chibok girls.
So that's one. So there's been at least 13 recorded mass abduction in Tinubu's 3 years of being president. And nobody is making a fuss. It's like normal thing now. You go yesterday pick 200 people from Kwara, 200 people from Niger, 200 people from Zamfara. Everybody they go on as if na normal thing. It's like they go buy a old layer for one market. So 13 recorded. I don't know about what they record, the way government agree. Nobody want to say it happened. Nobody agree talk say it happened. And this is 3 years compared to 6 years of Jonathan, when they talk say Jonathan like the worst thing will happen, after World War II. Now, you can talk about the economy. I'm not even talking about the draconian policies of the government, and their draconian spending. See something as basic as minimum wage. Minimum wage, during Tinubu's regime, is equivalent of $40. During Jonathan's regime, it was $160. Tinubu's regime, 25% what Jonathan's regime had as minimum wage. So 15K, when that man they brandish say instead they go for 15K, it was equivalent of $160 during Jonathan's regime. I want to make sense. So that 15K when that woman they brandish, with the equivalent of maybe $10 now, was $160 when Jonathan was president. I'm not talking about how they removed economic safety nets like subsidy, like fuel price, where caused massive inflation, food inflation, and general inflation. I talk about just basic things, and people are just talking used to. So people could tell you say, oh, like my summary for everybody who listen is say 2027 could be about who is more desperate. Tinubu and his cohorts are desperate to remain in power. Now Nigerians need to come out and prove say their own desperation pass, because people go they walk around they talk fear. Oh, these people they talks fit come, they fit come police fit come. I say okay, how many talks they calculate how many talks possibly. How many polling units? Like spread the talks out. How many can they go around? They think go for 5-5. How many police? How many they go around? How many you did? You dey fear. You dey fear for your life. Maybe people talk and say if you guard your life, you will lose it. Those who put their life out will save it. You can't kill a man that is already dead. Person when no carry life do anything. Not what if you do again? Your life don't already go. You get. So, in summary, Nigerians need to understand. Okay, how many generals they don't kidnap? They don't kill during Tinubu's government. And you, bloody civilian, we don't get anything. Nothing you do, you walk around. You don't say no. You don't want to. You don't want to come out for an election. You don't want to go out make bad boys. Make bad boys not do you something. You don't go for election, go vote. The most important decision you make in 4 years. You go there your house, they will come pick you. You go there walk out for a road, they go come pick you. So this fear we carry. Fear normally, what in nature prepare fear for our body to protect us from harm. But it's our own fear. If they carry us go danger. So in the end, everybody make up a mind, waiting they want to. And this time I will not be like 23 people they pamper people low. I remember speaking to some people. I'll round up with this. Speaking to some people for Nigeria, trying to encourage them when they do PVC drive. Say you will give them stipend. So some people they just speak, they do me a favor. I said, no, brother, you're not doing me a favor. You're not doing me a favor. This is your life, this is your destiny. This government can decide if you breathe or not tomorrow. Government will take away your liberties. COVID-19, government say everybody day. Government is the most powerful thing under God. If you don't take part in politics will take part, they go determine your future. Right. So I just want to say, we're not making as much noise of this as it should be. So now what are the work you do? And my own they say, in the end, nobody know what's going to happen for January. Forget all the people they gaslight. When they do as if, oh, this one, that one, down. Forget all those naysayers. Who they sell helplessness. Nobody know. In the end, we will do our parts and make sure, say, do your own part for your little corner and leave the rest. Make I shut up here.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. There's something you say there that really sweet me. What is that? It is who is more desperate in 2027 that will come out. Archangel, welcome. Oh, Archangel, I see your grandmama waiting to pursue bread. Oh, Archangel, bread. Come up here, Archangel, please. I want to hear your voice today, please. How we can explain me how they go use bread? Hey, Archangel, request the mic. Request the mic, my brother. I want we can explain to you. Bread, Archangel bread. We won't expire in 2 days. Archangel, come on, explain. Hey, what did Tinubu turn Southwest into Hunger Games? What is happening? Hey. My brother Cliff, it's good to have you here. It's good to have you. Please, I don't know if you want to come in right now, but let me bring. I want to.
Let me come in now. Thank you.
You know, the chance I don't go make Archangel finish before you come in. I'll be one coming first.
Yes, I was in their life. They said it's AI. It's AI. And I was like, okay, we thank God for this AI. And we see Olakule, we see Olajide, we see Bakule. We see this Ola chasing yesterday bread. These are the advanced people that they've always told us they are well educated. Like it is one of the best states in terms of education, in terms of civilization. And I'm a bit worried, but if they stood on a straight line
and you were sharing that bread, that would have been a bit excusable. I would have said, okay, they are hungry and they needed bread. But this was
dehumanizing.
These were people chasing a moving car, throwing bread at them, diving. It's like, Kule, stand in that tree. I'm throwing the bread there. Bam! He's diving it. Bisola, please go under that gutter. I'm going to throw the bread there. This is sad. I'm telling you, if it happened to my people, by now there would have been outcry. But because these people just want to hide their stains, they just want to hide it. They don't want this to get close to the president. So they feel that they control the narrative, they control the media. So they don't want to publicize it. They don't want to speak about it. But ultimately, the reason we are having this is because of breakdown of systems. Our institutions are going off. Every criminal do not thrive in working systems. Tinubu understands that it cannot propel, it cannot prosper. Criminality do not prosper in in systems that work. So what you do is to ensure that all the systems collapse so that it becomes a free-for-all environment. Then you can have your way. Because how do you reform an electoral process we saw with the APC during Buhari, where we saw party primaries that were a bit polished? We saw the party primary that brought Tinubu in 2023 that was organized by a Buhari we all called wasn't very, very intellectual or wasn't even sound. We saw how clean it is. We saw how the process went. But today, I'm seeing a party that just had about 12 million, 11 point something million registered voters, but almost having a voter turnout of 95%. How is that possible? This is a man that is contesting against himself and also rigging that process. We saw how on video how the APC primary they were counting 1, 2, 10, 15, 30, 100, 200. Is that a reform? What is going on? The truth is, this man do not mean well for Nigeria. This man is just hard there to waste the time of Nigeria. We are seeing it in Ekiti today. Ekiti have become more poorer. Their videos are everywhere today now. Their video, thank God that there are still some very good people from the South that spoke against it, that this is shameful. One said, my friend called me from the UK and said, is this our people? Has it gotten this bad that our people will be chasing bread in the street? I don't usually care about Tinubu because I know it doesn't mean well for anybody, not even for people in the Southwest. Because have you seen him visit Oyo State? He has not.
I swear.
He didn't even care on Children's Day. Did he address it? No. But this is what I always tell them. What is Nigerian problem? Nigerian problem is simply fiscal prudence. You need fiscal discipline. You need a man that is disciplined enough to run a country. And that is Peter Obi. I will quickly just say this, because I don't like speaking about Tinubu, because I see him as a failure. I see him as a criminal. A man that is, okay, open my files. He's running around the place begging the US government not to open your file. Why do you have to beg for your files not to be opened? If your files are good, you open it. But this is it. Peter Obi ran a government, was able to distribute 500 buses to schools in Anambra State, built the first 10-lane roads, among the first 10 in Nigeria, 10-lane roads. This is a man that built about 800 kilometers of inner city roads. Not just building the broad roads, but going to the inner city, distributing roads across towns and neighborhoods. 800 kilometers. This is Peter Obi that bought ambulances for firefighting service, for hospitals, and also had firefighting vans and vehicles, making sure that they are there, and they are still there today. This is Peter Obi that dignified traditional rulers and bought a lot of cars for them. This is Peter Obi that thought it wise to have the first teaching hospital in Anambra State. This is Peter Obi that ensured that salaries of every workers in Anambra State was paid when due. This is Peter Obi that was leaving Anambra, and he ensured that all gratuities and standings were paid before he left. Contractors were paid. But the interesting thing about how he achieved all of this milestone is that he did not borrow a kobo. That is fiscal discipline.
That's a miracle.
Both locally and internationally, he did not borrow a kobo. He wasn't reckless with Anambra's money. No. While he was doing this, he was still saving for the future. But ask them today, Tinubu, he borrows recklessly. It has even gotten to a point that even the lenders are begging him not to borrow. He has borrowed so much that even IMF is telling him, please don't borrow again. He has gone to Saudi Arabia today now. He's asking for about $5.7 billion. And IMF is warning him, if you collect that money, Nigeria is gone. People is saying, I'm going to borrow it. It just about 2 days ago borrowed about $516 million for Nigeria Islamic Bank. But do you know how sad this is? They will tell you that it's using it for infrastructure. But have you looked at 2025 infrastructural budget performance? I will give you this before my time runs out. Tinubu budgeted 23 trillion naira for capital projects in 2025. And he borrowed 18.7 trillion naira as borrowing to fund that capital project. But by the end of the year, when that budget was assessed, do you know that Tinubu did not even spend up to 30% of what he borrowed on infrastructure? And when they asked him, what did you not do with the excess funds that you borrowed? He said, we are servicing debt. So when these buffoons, sorry I don't abuse people, come here and tell you that this is the first time a government is borrowing to fund infrastructure, tell them what is the budget performance as regard infrastructure. Take the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, for example. It is an 11 trillion naira project. 30%, it is a PPP with 30% counterpart funding coming from the federal government. The federal government have paid the 30% already. And the federal government have enabled Shakori to also collect another $1.8 billion, bringing the total funding to about 56%. And 2 days ago, the Islamic Bank brought another $516 million, bringing the total funding for the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway to about 70% funding. This means cash available. But ask, how many kilometers from the 750 kilometers has Shakori achieved? How do you fund a project 70%, but you are yet to achieve 50% completion? A project that will go through 9 states, it has only been able to achieve Etiosa and Ibejuleki. That's the only place it has reached. That is the only place you have visible work. It is sad, but I will say this in conclusion so that I don't bore you. If you allow this man to continue, I'm telling you there will be no Nigeria. We are laughing today, Ekiti State. We may be also chasing bread in Delta State, chasing bread in Oyo, chasing bread in Anambra, and chasing bread in my hometown, Sapele. God bless you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Please stay with me up here, man. Please stay with me, please. Oh my God. Woo! Hey, Tinubu. 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 When I go understand why I be say, if somebody come out tomorrow, say what becomes something in life around you, you go and ask, who is his father? Who is his mother? Where is this person coming from? You go and chase the person's roots before you give that person loyalty. We are dealing with a kleptomaniac, avaricious, stealing machine. This is a looting. I say, if Tinubu come this life now, see whether they give me gifts, he go come steal them. He go come, he no fit see 2 kobo. Leave am. He goes, he dey loot. He's a looter. A looter continual. The trillions upon trillions this man have been borrowing. Nothing to show for it. Nothing to show. We have never seen a more criminal. We never see thief in our history like this man. We never see thief. Thief never exists in the history of Nigeria like this man. And if you ask, I'll bring one now, you hear. I said it earlier on before they came. 2023, what did Tinubu do? Coastal Road, Nel Fund. 2024, what did Tinubu do? Coastal Road, Nel Fund. 2025, what did Tinubu do? Coastal Road, Nel Fund. 2026, what did Tinubu do? Coastal Road, Nel Fund. 2027, he will campaign on Coastal Road, Nel Fund. Coastal Road, they have funded, you just heard right now, they have borrowed and funded this project up to 70% with less than 15% completed. What a brazen act. And I want to say this for Nigerians that don't understand. Coastal Road project is the biggest project in the history of Nigeria. The fundings for Coastal Road project is the biggest in the history of Nigeria. The funding for that Coastal Road project, according to the Manufacturing Association of Nigeria, the Coastal Road project, the funding there will be used to fix all the bad roads in Nigeria, fix all the federal schools in Nigeria, fix all the hospitals in Nigeria, and there will be change. That money that they give, the 15 trillion, can fix all our bad roads from the south-south to the southeast to the southwest to the north-central to the northwest. Across the country, we'll be driving on flyers with no one pothole, and there will be change. But no, let us keep Nigerians on bad roads and begin a project that will only elevate him to steal with his godfather. We are dealing with a kleptomaniac that Nigerians. I'm saying this right. We have to understand who is more desperate than we know. Also, I'm saying here is now. If you allow him, he has already plotted his stealing route, because a thief will always be a thief. He has already plotted his stealing route to 2027 elections already. He knows that your vote will not bring him in. My vote will not bring him in. He's banking on the criminal INEC and the criminal judiciary to rig and bring himself back. That's what he's banking on. So if he's more desperate than we the people, we can complain from that till tomorrow. He will find his way back to power. Not because you vote him, because nobody voted him in 2023, but because he has already created a system, a criminal system that unfortunately we are now a country whereby crime is now a normal thing. Now, Nigerian boys, they do it as a men, as a women. They do your up and down now. Check all of them who did they support. Now, Tinubu, he's an inspirational figure to the fraudsters in our country. If you're a Yahoo boy, as a Nigerian, you will hate Peter Obi. You will hate the man that is talking about accountability, about competence, about character. You have to follow the man that's creating a system of criminality, of wealth without enterprise. Of you can tomorrow blow and carry your money and buy and nobody knows the source of your business. You be showing us Rolls Royce, showing us Jeeps, carrying security up and down. That's the kind of Nigeria Tinubu has built. That's the kind of Lagos he built. A system whereby 90% of men in Lagos, I'm not capping, 90% of every family in Lagos get Yahoo boy for that family. So all the boys do Yahoo. All. Plus girls. We are seeing this in real time. If you allow this man one more time, we will not only be seeing people like, let me paraphrase Cliff, we will not only be seeing people picking bread in Ekiti. You will see them pick bread in Anambra. You pick bread in Kanu. You pick bread in Rivers. Because as I've always said, they are making sure that poverty is artificially created. Because when you're poor, all you think about is survival. And it's a shame. My brother, welcome in Nigeria, please welcome, please.
Yeah, Emir Sirdam. You don't believe what I had to do for you before now, safe. Now, I don't think I did check online how to order gas mask. You know, thank you very much, Emir Sirdam, and well done for the work you are doing. God bless you, sir. The first thing I want to just say, and I'll just crave the indulgence of everybody listening to pay keen attention. So I'll just briefly talk about article. Like I said in your comment section, Saddam, and that was very serious. This afternoon, from nowhere, randomly, I was on break at work, and my mind was like, what's this article guy? Like, where's this guy? Like, and I was like, okay, let me just go and check. And I went to his X page, like within the past 1 month, there has been like 4 tweets or thereabouts. Something just told me that something is not right. This guy is not.
Go on.
That something is not right. That this guy is nowhere. So when you just made up, when I saw that post this evening, I was like, this is a confirmation. So what I want to talk about actually is the Ekiti election. That's where actually what brought me up. That's where I want to focus on. And I think it's very important for everybody listening to just pay keen attention to what I want to say. Now, the first thing I want to just say is that Ekiti election, right, is a proof of a new strategy that Tinubu and the establishment have come up with. So, it is a psychological thing, right? There's a psychological part to it. The first psychological thing, and I'm saying a thing because it is what they did in Edo State, my state. See, I can tell you that the first psychological plan is to get people to get to that point where they say, even see Nigerians, they are selling their votes. So Nigerians are not ready. They are not ready. It is a psychological thing to get people to get to that point where you not take it. In fact, it is their backup to whatever they want to do. I want to tell you that in Ekiti, the man who won with about 320,000 votes. But I can tell you for free that not all those votes was bought votes. Not all those votes, in fact, they didn't get up to that vote. So what APC has learned how to do is to muddy the water. Is to do this thing where they will make the vote buying quite obvious, put the vote buying in the picture, so that everybody will not be like, Nigerians won't say their vote. So that when they are now doing the rigging of the figures, it will not make sense to say, okay, these votes that they got here, it was Nigeria that sold it to them. So it's votes that Nigeria sold to them. So I am telling you categorically that if there is out of that 320,000 votes, if there is too many bought votes, that people that sold their votes in that election, is not up to 50,000. And I'm saying too many, if they bought up to many votes, you only 50,000. The remaining one are the ones that they rigged.
Manufactured numbers too.
It is what they did in Edo State. So that when you are now talking, so the way they did this in Edo State is in such a way that people will now be blaming the Nigerian masses. People will now be saying, Nigerians, they are not serious. We deserve what we are getting. You will not start blaming the people. And they will just be on the corner doing the rigging. So that's the first thing I want to say. Then the second thing I want to say is that, and I'm saying this because I know there are many people, I've seen talks of people saying, because even when M for Mikey came on this live earlier, you could tell that it sounded discord. No, maybe it kind of took him by surprise. I want to tell the people that, first of all, again, general election and state election is not the same thing. I wish people would understand this very clearly. General election and by-election, and let me just give you a forewarning. Before 2027 election, there will still be a Osun State election. So just prepare your mind, because you will see in the Osun State election again. So make it not be safe if you come up with Osun State election. They say, we are surprised. Nigerians, because in fact, when they do Osun State, we'll be so discouraging, we'll be so demoralizing. And some of you that are already saying you will go and vote to start to think, no, I'm not going to vote again. So it is why I want to warn people ahead, and I hope you guys pass this warning. See, the thing is that general election. So what typically happens? Let me tell you 3 factors that make general election different from, by-elections. The overarching factor is that in by-elections, they only have these criminals only have one place to focus on. But in general election, there is so many places to focus on. Saddam, you uploaded a video today where that man was sharing money. I took time to look at that video to count how many police were in the scene where that money was being shared. I counted the number. There were about 10 to 12 that I saw. In fact, I have a feeling there are more than 12 because the camera angle was changed at the very point. But the one that I counted, I was sure was about 12 police. I can tell you, in general election, there's no way there will be more than 2 police. As a matter of fact, that polling unit wasn't in a combined polling unit. There's something called combined polling unit where you have many polling units in like a school, a big school. Now, that polling unit was a secluded polling unit. You will never, and take it from me, I've conducted an election before. You will never have, if you are too lucky as a core member, and I'm talking about myself now as a core member, if you are too lucky, you will only have maybe about one NSCDC, one civil defense person with you. So I don't want people to think, oh, so general election, first of all, they will not have those kind of focus. In general election, you see that Edo State APC chairman will not be in the kitty. So what happens in by-elections that they are able to import everybody from different places to come. In general election, that APC chairman from Edo State will not be in the kitty. We want to be looking for a way to also lead himself in Edo State. So in general election as well, because people will think, oh, he has bought governors. I was telling somebody today that, oh, the shock will be, and I want to say this because I want Nigerians to know the psychological part of this game and be prepared to just do our part. See, all these governors that you are seeing now, in general election, not all of them will put body for that election. Like, all they are just doing now is just sow allegiance. In general election, all of them, not all of them will put body because not be them on the ballot. So, Tinubu, what Tinubu is trying to do, and it's a psychological thing, what Tinubu is trying to do to Nigerians now, Tinubu knows that if the governors get minimal resistance, and I mean minimal resistance, in their state during election, they will easily cow. So what he's trying to do is to discourage Nigerians psychologically to not come out so that the governors will not get that minimal resistance. Because if the governors just get minimal, if Obego will just say Nigerian, and those people they provoke small, he will leave the election, say you want to move on. So you don't want to rig it fully. So in conclusion, I see my time already run out. The only thing I just want to tell you is that, like Saddam explained earlier, right? Vote buying. Jovi did, they will say we vote buying. But in 2027 election is no time to take camera and make videos. In fact, I have my practical step for 2027 is that as soon as you arrive at your polling unit, the first thing you should do is to make all the presiding officer, the camera, all those NS staff smile for the camera. You can take their picture before election starts, when they start scatter anything. Take their picture. If people take their picture down, put them online, so that by the time they do anything, we go, no people wait one. I was telling you earlier that when we talk about league campaign in 2027, I think people make the mistake of thinking we are saying if Tinubu league, Tinubu is the one that we go and attack. Tinubu, no. It is vote bias we are talking about. When we talk about league campaign, we are talking about vote bias, the one we are seeing. We are talking about presiding officers, the one we are seeing. We are talking about those people that you will catch in a room that will be completing ballot paper, completing many ballot paper. Those are the people we are talking. We are not. I want to locate Tinubu. Tinubu is too far from us. But we must make sure that these people, the ones that we see that they will send, that day, Hellfire will be receiving guests back to back. That's for me. That is the point we have to get to. So my call to action to everybody listening to me today is to start to tell everybody in your street, everybody in your community, as many people as you can see as you are walking on the street, every political conversation you enter, let them know that in this our area, election rigging will not happen. That is in this our area, anybody that dares rig election, it will not happen. So we have to be very prepared on this. So in summary, just know Ekiti State and Osun State that is coming, and any other by-election that is coming, now psychological games. If they face minimal resistance, that's all we need. I just really hope Nigerians can summon that courage and stand up. Because, like I said earlier on this piece, desperation is what we count in 2027. If Tinubu is more desperate than us, Tinubu will win. Simple. If we are very desperate for freedom, for a good life, we will win. It's that simple.
Thank you.
So let the most desperate man win.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Let me the only thing you said here that is wrong in all what you've said is if Tinubu is more desperate, Tinubu will win. No. If Tinubu is more desperate, Tinubu will rig. I want them just to understand, and we have to start. Exactly. It will be I fall for that reason, but we have to start desensitizing ourselves from rigging as winning. APC is a party of criminals, right? So they have made criminality mainstream. It is cool to be a criminal under APC. You can be a thief, you can be a Ayabello, and AFC say that we are wanted for 80 billion stealing, and tomorrow you're with Aso Rock slapping picture of Tinubu. It's okay. You can borrow 30-something trillion as a Okowa and use the money to campaign with Atiku, and AFC start pursuing you, and you enter APC, and your sins are forgiven. It is okay, right? It is okay. So criminality, we have made this APC have made criminality now look like it's a normal thing. If you're not a criminal in Nigeria, you know Sabi, you don't know what's up. So if you go and do small fraud, make small money, the next thing you won't go vie for House of Rep or Federal House or Senate. If the money choke, you go vie for governor. If a drug dealer can be sitting as president today, why can't any other person as a criminal vie for any position in the country? That is the question. That is where morality comes in. When you're the number one culprit, the number one ambassador of the nation is tainted in a very dirty character. Has case of crimes. Who am I? Every criminal has a say in the country today. That is the reality. That is what many of us were fighting. It is way beyond just performance, because I know Tinubu will be a disaster in governance. People that know me since 2020 have been shouting. Tinubu will be a disaster in governance. People are saying that Saddam, the good thing is that if either Peter Obi, Tinubu, Atiku, one of them is a military man, if any of them win, I say Tinubu will be worse than Buhari. I was shouting this thing. Those that don't know what I'm saying. I was shouting. I said Tinubu will be worse than Buhari, because I know Tinubu antecedents. Tinubu ruled a state that is called a coastal state, a state that is built on water. A state that is built on water, and Tinubu spent 8 years, and Tinubu did not build one bridge in that state. One bridge in Lagos he did not build. His predecessors built. The people that came after him built. So it was not like in his time there was not a need for bridge in Lagos. There were till today. The Lagos still need bridges. He could not build because he's not a builder. This is a perennial crook. This is who he is. We were screaming and saying this in then. Then I was like, forget the angle of his maladministration and performances. Let's now focus on the angle of morality in a country like Nigeria. How do you want to grow up and tell your children that the man that is calling himself president today was once forfeited $460,000 for drugs in America? How do I tell my kids that this is the history of this president? He has no history in his. Nobody knows his primary school mates. He has no secondary school mates. The university that he claimed to go, they found out that the gender of that person is a female. That university today, their X account is locked on X. Do you understand what it is? But for 3 years, a university account on X is locked because Nigerians were asking that university to prove Tinubu went to the school. The university locked their account for 3 freaking years. That is who is sitting as of today. So right now, EFCC should not even be working. NDLA should not even be working. What is the moral justification of arresting all these people? Of arresting a Yahoo boy or a drug dealer when the one sitting in Aso Rock na their godfather? What is the morality? That is the kind of system many of us were fighting against. Because to add to the poverty, you're not creating a system whereby shit, man. You guys are support this man. Honestly speaking, I respect you now. I swear I respect you now. I'm not even claiming that like I'm a saint though. I'm not a saint. I'm not. But there are some basic commonalities as a human being that you ask yourself and say, come on. A man that in the space of all his time as a governor, the people he elevated to exalted position, now aberos, thugs, touts. You will go school, will become professor. You're nobody in society. The only thing we can do for you now to give you money, make you chop. Then name one class after your name or one street after your name. No exalted position for these people. How do you guys support this thing? I really want to know. But meanwhile, let me bring in one of his ambassadors, his disciples. Akenjen, I saw your grandmother in Ekiti Chase State pursuing bread. Akenjen, mute your mic and confirm, please. Please, I want to confirm. I saw. Hey, Akenjen. Akenjen. Akenjen, wait, my brother, wait. Akenjen, I want to ask you this question, man. When you saw that video of our grandmothers chasing moving vehicles, pursuing bread, honestly speaking, how did you feel?
I did not see that video because we had to put that video for AI test. It's still under verification. I want to know if it's an AI video because I don't believe.
No, don't do that. No, if you do that, I'll drop you, please. If you do that, I'll drop you, please. Don't do that, my life. I beg you.
I don't think.
If you cannot stomach it, you can leave and come back. I beg, please. Go on.
Okay, so I don't think older women will have the strength to be chasing bread. Okay, so we have to look that video up to see if it is AI generated. So we have to do that. But real quick, I know a lot of obedient will not learn lesson. I know obedient, they are very stubborn set of people. I know you guys, you are stubborn. You'll be seeing results in your eyes. You'll still be thinking there is hope for you. Okay? But I love your how will I put it, confidence. It's good to be confident. It's good to have good self-esteem. Sometimes it's good to live in denial. To live in denial of reality. You see reality in front of you, but you chose to live in denial. You are losing elections. Don't you see it? Not that you are just losing election. You are losing election in a massive scale. Massive scale. I won't talk about Ekiti because people like Cliff will say, oh, it's Southwest, they will go to now. Let's go to Enugu. There was a by-election conducted in Enugu for senatorial district. In one of Enugu's senatorial districts. APC. Do you see the margin? Over 100K plus votes for APC to NDC. NDC had about, I think, 10,000 or so. Tens of thousands. Or even less than that. See, guys, the silent majority. Not TikTok yabas, like people come here on TikTok to talk. The silent majority are with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They love him. They will stand in the rain, in the sun, to vote for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. They are already giving you some testing of the waters, and you people are not seeing it. It's shocking to me. Look at the primary. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu contested with another APC primary contender, Stanley Osifo. And President Tinubu won 10 million, almost 11 million. Look at Southeast. The entire Southeast gave President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over 1 million votes. Come on, guys. Come on. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? See, this election is done and dusted. Do you know why? We were scared. Let me tell you where our fear was. We were scared when all of them coalited in ADC. We were scared. Obi, Ati, Kwakwaso, what's going on? Ameshi. We're like, guys, this is tough. There was fire under our seats. But we're trying every means possible. No, we need to campaign at every region. We must not insult anybody again. All this insulting region should stop. Let's go to every region and seek vote. Everybody was trying every means possible to look for votes. But when we saw that they split, that should tell you, Sirdam, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is God's choice for Nigeria. That was when I knew our God Almighty Jesus Christ of Nazareth is behind President Bola Ahmed Tinubu like this. When ADC splits, I said it's over. How can you say you want to use the same strategy
that you used that you lost, you want to use it again. When you splitted PDP in 2023, you went to Labour Party, you lost. And you split again and you think you win. You cannot continue to do a particular strategy that failed you the earlier time. You want to repeat it again and you think you will win. How do you want to do it? And even more solidly, we are now having over 1 million votes in Southeast alone. That Southeast vote is street me. Oh, God Almighty. Come and see our Southeasterner women dancing. Hey, Igbo Queen. Igbo Queen. Igbo Queen. Hey, they was on fire. Oh my God. Saddam, after election night, when they announce results, I want to come to your life. I hope say you go call live, because I would like to be here. I want to see your face. And lastly, before my time runs out, I want to advise my brother. He ran away thinking, because he's now a data boy in NDC, thinking they are giving him money now in NDC. That's Cliff. Cliff is not a data boy in NDC. They are paying him. See the way he's throwing his mouth. Cliff, you will cry in 2027. If I were you, the road is still open. The door is open.
Madam, time up now.
Yeah, he's wrapping up. 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 Okay, you don't do. Our man don't talk. You don't do.
Time is up.
Sorry, man. Thank you.
Saddam, I'm so sorry.
Mommy, wait. Mommy, please.
No,
Mommy, please.
Saddam, I cannot wait.
Please. I will allow you. No, I will allow you to speak now. But I just want you to please. I just let me say something before you speak. Please, let me
Thank you.
Please, you will come in next. I'll have to bring protocol for you. But please, I know what you understand. I know what many other people say on this life. I say this all the time, right? Please, you guys have to understand something, that on my life, I allow dissenting voices for a reason. Because I don't want to live in a bubble. I don't want to live in a bubble to think that I only think the way I think, and that the people around, the Nigerians, think the way I think. There are people that actually think. There are people that like Archangel in this life. I know that they are the massive minority, but they still exist. And also, I'm not underestimating them, because they have the incumbency power. That is the truth. So if he comes here and he reels you up, I hope he reels you up to go and walk. Simple. I've been saying this for so long that the most desperate people in the next electoral cycle will be the people that will win these next elections. If Archangel talk, you see me, I just laugh, because I know that in my ecosystem that I have built, it is fortified. I have no shaking that Tinubu will fail woefully around my circle. I don't know about you. I don't know about other people. But one thing I'm certain is that Tinubu is the most disliked president in the history of our country. And it has not changed. So please understand that. All right. But please go on.
Saddam, good evening.
Good evening, ma. Welcome, ma.
I really don't have much to say. I only need 1 minute.
I want to give you 5.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I just want people here to understand the fact that.
Before you start, I want to ask you a question. Please, what is happening in Ekiti State?
That's what I want to talk about. I really want to talk, because Archangel came here and is laughing, is happy. The one in Ekiti, the one in Enugu. Unfortunately, this government has impoverished people, and I'm so sad. I'm not happy, because what our father Awolowo fought for, the education, is been thrown in the mud. Ekiti people are known to be educated, and we are known to know what we want. But because this government has made people suffer, this government has impoverished people. You see people collecting money, because I don't know all this. We won, we win, they love, they do. Let me tell you something. In Ekiti, they were throwing bread with Tinubu picture, and our people were running to collect bread. In Ekiti, I'm from Ekiti. That is how bad they have made people poor. This government has failed. And also, they were giving 20,000, 20,000, 15,000 to 20,000 to 50,000 for people to vote for them. Also, they brought out already printed ballot papers. Also, policemen were printing for APC. So if you like, come here and be celebrating nonsense and be celebrating idiocracy. It's unfortunate if a youth can be saying this. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is loved. By who? You bought votes. Let him allow free and fair election where people are allowed to choose for themselves without buying them. Then you will see. I'm so disappointed and I'm so ashamed of Archangel. I'm so ashamed of you. And you are a youth. You are a data boy. Mr. Cliff is here. He said he collected 3 million now. You people were distributing money. You went to Abuja. You were celebrating jollof rice. You were celebrating data. You were celebrating internet and air conditioner in the 20th century. But you are here, you are celebrating failure. This government has failed. Our children are still inside the bush. Our 2-year-old, 3 years old, 4 years old are teenagers. We don't even know what has happened to them. We don't know. They beheaded a teacher. Insecurity is all over the place. Now they go inside. They go inside their houses to pick them up. But you are here celebrating that APC won. You are celebrating nonsense. You are celebrating failure. This government has failed in all our ramifications. Nothing is working. Now you can see all the money they've been borrowing. Now you can see, now they are bringing it out. Because they'll be celebrating, the governors, they gave so much money to the governors. So they gave them money for election. How can you afford to give 20,000 to people, 50,000 to people to vote? Where is the money coming from? The money that we're supposed to use to develop states are being used for election. And you are here celebrating. We don't have light, electricity. We don't have water. Transportation. Bad roads. Healthcare. Education is bad.
Well, I'm losing you. I don't know if you got a phone call or something. Oh wow! I think you have a minute plus, probably 2 minutes. If you come back, I will just.
Got you.
Oh, we lost you for the part. We lost you in the last 30 seconds.
Yes. So that was what happened in Ekiti. They did not win gallantly. They bought votes. They gave people bread. People voted for ordinary bread. Saddam, you can imagine how much this government has finished Nigerians. Bread, ordinary bread. They voted because of bread. They gave them 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. I have people at home. I called them and they gave me all these informations. They even did some videos. But you are here celebrating that you won. But in 2027, we are going to vote right. People will vote and our vote will count. Thank you so much, Saddam.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Honestly speaking, Ekiti shocked me. I've just been there. I'm like, I know that in 2023 they say some of them voted on credit. About bread. Hi. APC, the way they dehumanize Nigerians is even the thing that is even shocking me past. They turn Nigerians to animals. Bread. This one I saw, he was sharing meat. He was sharing meat, sharing rice, red oil, beans. So if you see the country, you don't understand that this poverty in the country is intentional. It is intentional. They are intentionally, and if you look at the big picture, this might sound like a conspiracy theory, right? I now believe that probably APC are the ones that are In fact, not that the APC actually, not this is not a conspiracy theory, this is reality now. APC actually invited bandits to Nigeria. APC brought in terrorism to Nigeria to oust the Jonathan government. And when they could not oust, when Jonathan handed over peacefully, those people became surplus for requirements. They had to now lodge them in our forestries. I think APC next plan was to make them to destroy our source of livelihood, which is food. Our farmers could no longer go to farms. And when the farmers can no longer go to farm, what do? You automatically create artificial food scarcity in the country, whereby Nigerians can no longer buy a tuber of yam. Nigerians have to buy yam in slices. I've never seen that ever in my life till today. My APC don't send their blessing. How can the blessing not go copy this my life? Go put up on a WhatsApp group. all the children of roasted corn don't fool this life. They comment about. I'm seeing people. You guys are welcome. Hopefully, people will receive sense. The ones that can receive sense, because many of you people, your brains have already been sacrificed. Anybody don't use their brain already. Go Sango. Give Sango. Say take these brains. These brains can never. If not, you can talk for here. Whoever enter our brain. I don't have a problem. You guys are welcome, but you must listen. That's what I promise you. You must listen. If you're not here, you can waka. Right? So APC intentionally created hunger and poverty so that the people can no longer, when you're poor and you're hungry, you can no longer, you won't even know your rights anymore. All you'll be looking for is, how can I survive? Nigerians are in constant survival mode. So if they give you bread, you'll be proud to say Emiloko for bread. Agege bread. Not bread and beans, so not bread and butter, not bread and tea. Common bread in 2026 that our mates are going to Mars, are going to outer space. This party of doom. All Poverty Congress, Association of Past Criminals. Kai! Una do well. Life good. You have the life. Five minutes, please.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm here.
Please, I'm sorry, please. If you want to speak, please can you speak to your phone, not your earpiece, please. And meanwhile, guys on TikTok, APC bots are coming in here. Just don't be commenting and be liking the live. I'm giving you further education. Please like the live, guys. Please, guys, let's hit our target of 100k likes as fast as possible. Please, guys, power tap the live. Thank you so much as you're doing so. Life good. Can you test the mic? Let me see.
Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I said test the mic. I don't say make you lick the mic. You know, so that's what they're telling you test the mic. You didn't lick mic.
Sorry, my voice is a bit damp. They're cold. Sorry. But can you hear me clearly?
Yeah. Go on.
Okay. So I'm not going to talk so much about Nigeria because like this, I'm a Nigerian. I'm from Anambra State, but I'm not in Nigeria currently, and it brings tears to my eyes what I'm seeing. I went on the internet today. I'm seeing the horror that is going on in the internet space, especially concerning the election. And then there's this news that came out on Instagram as I was before I came into your live on TikTok. There's this new story that came up. Now, APC and their town hall people went to South Africa, told Nigerians that have been looking for a way to, come out from South Africa to come back to Nigeria, looking for a way to avoid the xenophobic attacks and everything. I saw South Africans beating Malawians, beating some Nigerians they met on the streets. I saw the video. It was a horror to watch. And then you tell them that Nigerians, and they have already talked to Air Peace and they'll bring them home. And me, I'm living outside Nigeria, living in Liberia. So this is something I need to put an eye on to know how it works, and so that in case anything happens in my own space, I don't know how to move. So Fortunately enough, these people came to the location where they were supposed to, depart from, or they will stay, and after some time they'll be taken back through the aircraft back to Nigeria and be given some kind of amenities, just like Ghana did. But funny enough, as the APC being a government of failure, they left these people stranded. And then illiterate amongst them. Let me not say a learned person amongst them, because she was very well dressed, and she's saying, "Oh, the president, please, you need to come and carry us, but your name should be praised." She was even singing praises for Mr. President, and it broke me as a human being. It broke my heart as a person, as a government, as a president who is supposed to be a father of a nation. Let me just leave the Oyo State kidnapping, because that one has hurt me a lot. But these people, you are seeing what South Africans are doing online. You are seeing it. Your presidential aide that is going after VDM and going after Showore, he's seeing all these things, and he has never, ever brought out any kind of, speech or something to, to help to calm the people, calm their nerves, to help them bring their people back. Do you see the swift intervention of Ghana ambassador? As fast as the issue started, he made sure that it becomes less of a problem, and in such a short time, we brought their whole people back home. And look at our dear Nigeria, a Nigeria that was once the giant of Africa, a Nigeria that was once the best country in Africa, a Nigeria that was the envy of. Come to Liberia, Nigerians are the envy of the whole African country. Nigerians, anywhere they go, they prosper, they do well. But come to Nigeria, Nigerians are failures. Nigerians are not. I was even more ashamed that I came online on Instagram and I'm seeing a girl that was showing off 15,000 naira. That's less than, let me just say, $5 or $10 here in Liberia. That they use, maybe you want to go to swimming, or you go and drink or something. That's the money you use. And somebody is using it and saying, "Oh, ABC, 50,000 naira in the back." And I was like, what's going on? It's painful.
Okay.
I'm looking for we are looking for a way to improve on many things. And I'm okay. They're going back to capital projects. President Tinubu has not done any capital project to the core. None has been finished so far since 2023. And you still want me to support this government. You still want me to come back. And let me tell you, the awful truth about me right now is that I have been planning to come back to Nigeria for a while now, since 2024. But I can't, because every time I think about it, because I don't have enough funds to go by air, I have to use the road. And I'm scared of my life, because I don't know if I will ever make it back to Enugu State or Anambra State. I don't know if I'll be kidnapped. And if they kidnap me, where do I get 10 million naira to build myself? Talk less of somebody that's living in that hell. So to summarize it all, because I know my time is almost over and I'm about to go and sleep. The thing about it now is that Nigerians, the way I'm looking at it, I don't know, because you and a few other people, and Yalode, the few people I respect so much in this website, speaking the truth to power and speaking the truth to the people. But the others, and Archangel, he's a comedian to me. I don't care if he's an angel. If he's an angel, he's an angel of the other world. He's not our own Nigerian angel. Please, if there's a way you people can sell the truth and keep it to the truth, I know you are trying to sell your market and all. Please, beg your president to do the right thing, not to come and make fun. Even the Enugu state you are talking about, the Enugu people are very angry with Governor Peter Mba. Forget all the shenanigans and projections they are put. Enugu people are very angry with him. I was born and brought up in Enugu state. Everybody I'm calling back home is angry with the man.
All right. Live good, please.
So I will leave you with this. Like, Nigeria needs a total. And INEC too. They need to work on INEC. INEC is going to announce Tinubu whether we like it or not, and that needs not to happen.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Please just mute your mic. Thank you. It's just it's just funny hearing that Liberia $5 is even bigger than Nigeria 15,000 naira. That's where we are. one thing I say is the most delusional APC supporters are those that have not traveled out of Nigeria. Then the most evil APC supporters are those that are in diaspora supporting APC from diaspora. These are the two sets of people. The ones that are in Nigeria support APC, they don't know life. I cannot blame them. They are blinded by person wey never travel comot, wey never cross border. No say Benin Republic today better pass Nigeria. No say Togo today better pass Nigeria. No say if you move to West Africa, all our West African neighbors have left us in the back. That what we are complaining for, they are already their past is our present. Cameroonians, they cross border, come Nigeria, turn to house girl and the rest. Now Cameroonians are running away because Cameroonian currency is better than Nigerian currency. Cameroonian president is 90-something years. He dey rule Cameroon from Switzerland. For beer, a disaster. Tinubu's mate. Cameroon better pass Nigeria currency wise. Look at Liberia, a man from Liberia speaking right now. In their currency better pass Nigeria. Benin Republic, your next door neighbor, follow Seme border is from Lagos. Tinubu's Lagos, abi, cross border and see. Nigeria is in hell. Over 130 million people in multi-dimensional poverty. But for APC people, it is let us win elections, not governance. Not governance. Because Tinubu has proven to be a monumental disaster. So therefore, let us. It is for them. They think election is Messi versus Ronaldo. And you see, why I don't always come down on APC supporters is that many of them are victims. When you attack a victim so much, it becomes abuse. That's why I attack Tinubu, because he's the cause of the problem. I attack the head, not the victim. These people are victims. They don't even know that they're victims. Because how can your mother be chasing bread? How can you see videos of your mother chasing bread on the highway? How can you sell your vote for 15K and make a video about it and put it in public? These are victims. They don't even know. That girl I was making that video, she doesn't know that she's even a victim. So when I say people are attacking her, I say no, I can't attack her. These are the people. That girl, if you say that she's less than 20, maybe 25 years, she's actually the product of what I said earlier on, Tinubu terraforming the southwestern region to be a region based on dependency. That's what he has done in 25 years since he became governor of Lagos. He has successfully turned the most so-called educated region in Nigeria to now turn them to an Almajiri state or region. That's what he's turning the southwest to today. It's a shame. But this is the hard, bitter truth that has to be said. That a generation of people have grown up to think that hard work doesn't pay. You can sell your votes and come out on camera and show it. It is madness. So I genuinely pity them, and I attack Tinubu for them to see that you're not even you're a victim of the circumstances that these people have created for you. It's insane. But we'll keep speaking. That's the only work we can keep doing. We'll keep speaking. We'll keep amplifying this message until those I want to hear will hear. But one thing is certain. Nigeria must change in 2027. All right, let me pass the mic to Trent. Trent, then please, I'll just pass in this order. Trent, Kingston, Mr. Man, in that order, please. Trent, you have the live in 5 minutes.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Yeah, good evening, Sirdam.
Good evening, my brother. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. There's nothing much to say. Our brothers have said a lot of things, and it's quite fascinating listening to them that have come to realization and understanding of the current situation in Nigeria. And it's still very sad. It's still very sad to see that some people are still delusional about supporting this current government. It's very sad and heartbreaking, honestly. Though I don't blame them at some point because I've listened to Professor, I've forgotten his name. I've listened to Professor for several times.
Francis.
You know, yeah, Professor Francis, Pages of Life. Yeah, and I've come to, before I heard him speak, I used to say that the core problem of Nigeria is unenlightenment and lack of education. Because when people know what they are, who they are, what they have, their potential, there are certain things that they won't allow to come to reality. So but a lot of things he has said have made me change my perspective and the way I perceive things. So, but that aside, the current situation at hand, he have brought Professor Francis have brought a lot of ideas on how to tackle the current situation of Nigeria government. He said, I don't know if you could remember where he said that Nigeria had a democratic system that was rig-proof. So, and he also brought a solution of which, if it was compromised, even if by any chance the election could be compromised, that there is a solution for it. So, I think we should bank on that. We should work with that. Maybe give them because before I listened to him, I used to think that Nigeria current situation don't deserve diplomatic measures anymore. It's either chaos or no movement, or not even or no effort. It's either chaos or no effort. But let's just give them. I would say let's just give them the last opportunity to maybe play diplomatically with them, and at the end of the day of the election and everything, then we have our own contingency plan. We have our own contingency plan because there's no two ways about it. We know the legislative arm of government and the judiciary and everything in Nigeria is under the current government. He was the one that placed everybody where they are. He removed everyone that was there and put the people that he wants to be there. So there's no two ways about it. It's undoubtedly and unquestionably that in 2027, the INEC officials will come out to announce Bola Ahmed Tinubu the president of Nigeria. So what we are going to do from then is what we should be talking about. So that's why I say the contingency plan. After they've announced him the winner of election, what we should do from then. Because as it stands now, they've messed up the education and other things and a lot of things. So even our educational system, and people don't, even at the end of the day, people can go to school and still come out illiterate. People can go to school and still come out unenlightened. That's why you see a lot of people coming to support Tinubu. People that don't even understand the capacity of Nigeria, the wealth that is under the soil of Nigeria. People that don't even know the resources that Nigeria have to come out to support these governments that is just wasting and destroying the future of this country. I'm in my 20s and I don't even have anything to write home about. I don't even have anything to boast about. But when you go to countries like foreign countries that don't even have resources, when you go to other countries that don't even, let's not even talk about the West, let's talk about Africa here. When you go to Ethiopia, you see people in their 20s, in their 17s, 18s, they are doing very, very well for themselves. But when you come to Nigeria that has a lot of resources, it's a different case. I think it's high time people start waking up. It's very sad that we used to have over 800 and something views here on TikTok, and today we have less than 300. It's very sad.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, Trent, your time is up, buddy. You want to wrap up in 10 seconds, please. So I can want to the next speaker, please.
It's okay. No.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. I just for me, it's even good seeing someone in his 20s come up to speak on politics in the country. It shows that we are going somewhere, because many people in their 20s on TikTok and other places twerking and looking for, like, they don't think Nigeria serious. And for me, it actually shows that there's actually a change in the in conversations, that younger Nigerians are not getting involved in the process. It's only Tinubu would have done it. Only Tinubu would have done it. If Tinubu had been a little bit like Buhari self, many of them no go send. And I go dey flex 20s now, and I go dey pursue money. Now Yahoo no dey even pay. Now boys don dey turn into ritualists up and down. Either one sef no even dey pay. Girls dey do hook up and down. It doesn't pay. So right now everybody say, "Omo, there's no hope." Everybody now, but I say everybody in Nigeria, you must get sense by force. Tinubu, sometimes when people say Tinubu is God sent, at a point in time I agree. God send am this time. Come make it open Nigerian sense. If you get sense, if you don't get sense, you will get sense by force. Those that are choosing to be slaves, you will see it till the very end. But every Nigerian that choose to play, I don't care. I don't care. Politics is not my own. Politics is not for me. I'm not a politician. Politics is for other people. Now lie, you go feel am. Tinubu go show you. You must get sense by force. So thank you, my brother. It's good to see young people, because previously come on my platform is people that are already tired, angry. And it's good to see you. Please keep saying the praise. I just want to correct one impact. Please, don't believe that lie. Tinubu has not won 2027 elections. Tinubu will not be declared as the president of Nigeria. It is if Nigerians vote for him, he will declare. That is one of the propaganda that they are trying to use people to fly. Please don't be one of their emissaries that they will use to go and be spreading it. And please, in case of next time, right? Tinubu cannot be declared the president if he doesn't win the elections. And no, I'm coming. Let me correct this notion, because you don't know when you're already a vehicle being used subconsciously. You don't even know, right? If people of Ekiti yesterday did not willingly sell their votes or participated in the process, and they voted against the elections, they wouldn't have called that man as a winner. I want you to understand that. But they willingly sold their votes. What is that now? Who is this? I can bet that this will be a Tinubu supporter. I can bet, but I'll prove it. You guys, God. So please, my brother, do not fall for that lies or for that antics of how they act, or they try to use you guys. There must be a willing tool for rigging to happen. Two things are involved. It's that, and you see them selling it right now. Either they create apathy, voters apathy, when the people do not turn out, you can rig an elections. If there's a willing tool of people that are willing to sell their votes, you can rig an elections. But if you have a populace of people that are determined not to have their votes stolen and not willing to sell their votes, Tinubu cannot win any elections. It is simple. Please, just for next time, Keystone, please unmute your mic. I can swear on my life that you're a Tinubu supporter. My goodness. Hey. Yeah. Please, sir. Please, yeah. Please, guys, work on your audio, please.
He uses a radio phone. Always in those days, Chinese radio phone.
No, sir. Please. How you carry me a Tinubu supporter? You know they call your own push on. Please.
Is your earpiece? Yeah, the earpiece.
Please, please, sorry, please, speak directly to your phone. Remove your earpiece, please remove your earpiece, speak directly to your phone, please.
Yeah, I've removed it. It's clear now.
Oh, perfectly. Okay. Please, you're welcome. You have 5 minutes.
All right, yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, host. Good evening, Mr. Cliff, my brother who has fallen. Mr. Archangel, you did very well. Mrs. Yalode, sorry for your pain and all that. I really feel for all of you. So now let's get down to business. You see, we are talking about elections here. We're not even talking about, for some reason, we're talking about elections. The elections are very close. And we are focusing on Tinubu's reputation. He's an old man. He didn't go to school and some other things, I can hear. And it's funny that we're talking about elections, actually winning elections. What are the strategies of winning elections? Are there proof that anyone can actually unseat Tinubu? The answer is no. So far, no. There are so many reasons why it's no. We could see what's happening now. This is a taste of the 2027 election. This is 2026. By the way, the elections are less than a year ago, a year time. It's not 1 year time. is months, in months. So we're already seeing how it will play out. How APC is just, whipping up the place, like picking it up one by one. Like you're just picking it effortlessly. Real life seems to disagree with the narratives on social media. That's to just tell you that, real life, social media is not real life. Obi is just a social media hype, just nothing more. The people who want to vote, the really die-hard voters, they have their PVC card. Some of you here talking don't even have PVC card. You don't even vote. You just come and you just talk and talk and talk. That's the problem. No strategy. You are just good at analyzing after the thing that's happened. Just like spectators in a football match. You don't really play. No matter how hard you cry, the person who is playing is still going to play how they're going to play because they can't even hear you. That's the thing. So you're only good in analyzing. So we know that this is how you analyze come 2027 when Tinubu also wins. Why is he going to win? The thing is clear now. Look, like Archangel mentioned before, they now grouped together all these powerful people. And people were like, man, Tinubu, you are in trouble. And suddenly somebody pressed the reset button, the factory reset button, and they went back to like it was before. 3 juggernauts contesting, Tinubu, Atiku, and Obi. You really think that in real life, Obi is more popular than Atiku? The last election, see how we played out now. Tinubu won, Obi number 2. Atiku number 2. Obi came out a distant third now. We saw it, and this is what is happening again. This is deja vu. It's not happening again. So, people are now saying, but there's something that is different this time. Tinubu is now president. He's now incumbent. He has powers. People keep calling in, hey, we read, we do that. Yes, now. We know that's part of it now. Yet we keep hearing obedience saying that, hey, he's not going to win. How is he not going to win now? Explain it. Now we explain this explanation tire in 2027, and it's very, very close. Now we explain tire, and when we look at the popularity of this Obi that they are bringing forward and his people, Obi is not a popular person. See, they've not tested his popularity. That's the truth. You've not tested it. In 2023, we saw that it was not popular. It was less popular than Atiku because he came third. He came behind Atiku. Now, if Obi could do a primary, that's how when you will know that he's not popular. We would have done the primaries in ADC now. I think it's ADC. Yeah, ADC. That done primaries. He knows he cannot win. That's why he was looking for concession to win. He got to NDC too as well. I know they didn't know which one be which one again, so don't they confuse me. This is also CC diary. So now he got to NDC. He did not even contest primaries. He just went straight for concession candidate they give up. He's not a popular person. To tell you why he's not popular, look at his supporters, his people. Aisha Yesufu lost to one woman when we never hear her name before. Randy Peters recently lost to one man. You don't see that man's name for social media before. Never hear about that man. Have you heard this post? Is he on TikTok live? The real life is different too. This has shown that Obi is not popular. Look at these people. They mocked the floor with these people. And yet, we are bringing this man that someone is going to win. Chris is somebody that can calculate odds. Yet he's here. Waiting, bros. Chris is somebody that is good with statistics, numbers, and all. Yet you cannot if you take your tongue to count your teeth. You want somebody to look out for you and count out for you that you've lost. With the talk front and back, you really mean that?
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you for the entertainment. Thank you. Your time don't reach now. You never try to entertain us. Thank you.
I've been listening now.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the entertainment. But let me come back to reality. Let's come back to reality. Oh God. Hey, APC. I was expecting you to come and tell us that Tinubu will win the elections because of his performances. Tinubu has done this and done that for Nigerians. Nigerians are feeling better. Nigerians can buy bread cheaper. Nigerians are not pursuing bread on the highway. Nigerians are safer. We have electricity in Nigeria now. There is water in Nigeria. The economy is better in Nigeria. We are not borrowing. We are not. We are. That's what I want to as Tinubu. You see what I'm saying right now. Very easy campaign, but you can never see any Tinubu supporter come out and do these things and do because he's a total disaster. You people will never come and say, you all people are banking on this, how he will rig. How is it not opposition is divided now? People are going you people can I give you people 100 hours now as a Tinubu supporter. How will Tinubu win the elections? Why will Nigerians vote for him? There is no thing you will say based on why Nigerians should vote for him. It is how he will rig the elections, how the opposition are not together, how he's more popular, how is the incumbent, not deliverables on governance. Not that Nigerians are safer today. Nothing to show for it. It is actually a shame, honestly speaking, when I see people that campaign for Tinubu. But it's good people should keep up the good job you guys are doing because, and I hope you guys are being paid, honestly speaking. Because if honestly, you honestly as a Nigerian, take up your phone, go on social media spaces and defend this government without being paid. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say. You have to be at least be like Archangel that is aiming for it. But if you're freely coming out to come and work for these people, work for Tinubu, I don't even believe anybody self in Nigeria is working for Tinubu for free. And it's not possible. It's not possible because we can actually see real data that the president spokesperson Mariam Naniga today had to go and post a video from a Kenyan. You don't see any video for the whole Nigeria of person saying the things Tinubu has done. A Kenyan video to justify. And imagine you now coming out to talk about popularity in primary elections. You see the disconnect of reality of Nigeria. Primary elections has nothing to do with popularity. It has everything to do with Nigerian kind of corrupt politicians, corrupt politics, the kind of politics that Tinubu thrive in. Politics of Egunje, politics of Emilokon, politics of bribery. It has nothing to do with popularity. Please, maybe people don't understand what you see, and that's another thing. That's why I try to minimize what I say, right? Because actually, you guys are actually victims. I've always said that Tinubu supporters are victims. People are not my problem. I feel like I do this every day to educate. If Aisha Yusufu loses her primary, it's not because she's not popular. It's because probably she did not. The Nigeria party structure, Nigeria party system is a system of corruption. NDC is not even absolved of it. I'm not going to come out and here make me excuses for NDC and say like NDC, no, there's no corruption. No, that is how primaries in Nigeria are won. Corruption is everywhere. Dauda is here now. Dauda request the mic. Make I give you mic. Dauda talk and say he kidnapped some delegates. So in Nigeria primaries, please, it's not about popularity, okay? In case you don't know, probably you don't know how the primaries around Nigeria. It's about who knows how to mobilize. That's why Atiku always in primaries. And it's insane for people to try and rewrite history. I want to say this before I bring up the next speaker, which is Mr. Man. Please, if this was 1995, where we didn't have internet, you can rewrite history. But one thing you will not tell us in 2027 or 2026 is that Tinubu won 2023 elections. Tinubu rigged 2023 elections. The facts are evident. If I call you now and say, tell us how Tinubu won Rivers State. In fact, I'm not even saying it. Everybody, please fact check me. Use your Google now and check BBC report on Rivers State. BBC actually did a documentary on how APC rigged Rivers State. Please, everybody check it. Because as of then, they wanted to have a fall guy in case Nigeria. That's why I'm so angry with the main Nigerians because, and I'm still doing this because I know that the only problem Nigeria are having is that Nigerians still don't understand that the power is in our hands. BBC did a documentary. The plan was that if Nigerians revolted, the fall guy for the elections would have been Wike. There's actually a documentary by BBC. Our colonial masters that don't want us to work, using Wike as a fall guy, showing how Rivers was rigged for Tinubu. They not born Tinubu anytime they make Tinubu get 10,000 votes for Rivers State. You know they're possible. Who won for Tinubu 10,000 people in Rivers State? As who? Where? When? But Wike had to rig it. It's there. Please, everybody, fact check me if you can check now on Google. Just Google it now. Check it. BBC this thing on, check it. You see what I'm saying? APC actually did. In fact, an APC man even indicted Wike and said it on camera that what we told you to give us was 25%. That how you gave us the full state is a miracle. They did not even understand it. That is the truth. So you cannot tell me that Tinubu won 2023 election and I'll not allow you and allow that lie pass. Tinubu rigged 2023 elections. There is no way on earth Tinubu will win Rivers State or win Benue State. It's not possible. It's not possible. Meanwhile, thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. God bless you guys. I see all of you all day. So please, die that talk. The most popular candidate in Nigerian political history, in fact, I dare say in Africa, remains Mr. Peter Obi. You people know that he's your Achilles heel. You people know that he's the thorn in your flesh. A man that won Tinubu, won Atiku without structure, without polling unit agents. Where I go off IREV. I off IREV. I go throw a better blow. INEC off IREV in the middle of the game. A man that single-handedly INEC had to divide the vote and say, oh yeah, Tinubu take 12, Atiku take 12 states, Tinubu take 12 states. A man that beat Tinubu like thief in Lagos. A man that beat Tinubu like thief in Abuja. A man that beat APC chairman like thief in Nasarawa State. Beat them like thief in Plateau State. Won 12 states without one single governor, one House of Rep member, one councillor. APC with incumbency, with governors. PDP with like 13 governors. One man without anything but the Nigerian people behind him. The people that did not even defend their votes. That is why people are scared of him. That's why every time people come on this line, people are talking about Peter. If Atiku that came second that is running now, why are they talking about Atiku? Why people not talking about Atiku that supposedly came second? Why are they fear Atiku? We don't know what's in the happen. We don't know how far. Don't worry. Our job is.
You forgot to add, he won in Bodilon.
He won him everywhere.
He actually won in Aso Rock.
Everywhere.
Without no governor, no senator, nothing. He didn't buy votes. He won in Bodilon behind Tinubu's house. He beat him blue-black in Lagos. He won in Abuja. He won in Aso Rock. And you are here, and they said
Tinubu knows it 25% in Abuja. 25% Tinubu knows in Abuja. 25%.
when they saw he was winning, they turned off the IREF. They turned it off. Why did they turn off the IREF? When they knew he was winning.
That is because of no please don't me please. Okay, 1 minute, come here, I heard you.
Tinubu transferred his PVC in 2023 to Animo Show because he transferred to Animo Show. They beat him still in Animo Show.
They beat him for Animo Show.
This is your president.
That is the problem. That's what we're trying to change in the country. Nigeria, we have an illegal. Yes, that is the unfortunate reality that even you, if you as a Nigerian, I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry to say that you cannot see brazen criminality and uphold it if you don't have criminal tendencies. I'm sorry to say, but this is the truth. You cannot see open criminality and openly with your chest say yes.
Can I ask you a question, host?
I can.
So that you just answer.
Please ask me a question, please. I'm open to question.
All right. So
Question, please. Not something.
Who your best football star is? What are you looking at? Is it whether he's a good player or is a good husband? Which of them?
Okay, thank you very much. You see, this is. Let me not answer you. Let me answer you with how a typical APC supporter thinks. This is the problem I have with you people in APC. You people equate everything to sports. You're talking about people that are in the bush today. Oyo State is a Yoruba state. It's Tinubu's zone. It's Tinubu's region. Children, 2 years old, 4 years old, they're in the bush in Oyo State. You're asking me sports. So I should equate my candidates like Messi and Ronaldo. Like if Messi has scored 2 goals today, it added 1 kobo to my bank account. If I was a better, I play bet, sorry. I can now use that. But I am not a man of gamble. So I cannot equate real life situations to sports, sir. They are stand-alone events. If you want to talk about sports, we can discuss sports all day long. When it comes to politics, I'm talking about governance. How does it affect my people? That my people today cannot afford to buy food. My people today are more insecure.
Let me rephrase it again now. If you are in a hospital and you want to do surgery, do you care whether the doctor is a good doctor or is a good husband?
My brother, don't paraphrase. Use politics. Tinubu is a human being. Use Tinubu as politics. Everything he stands for. Why you? It's not the same thing. No, it's not the same thing.
Your pilot, do you care whether he's a good husband, a good father, or a good pilot?
Why do you equate all these things to? Does my pilot dictate the food I'll eat in my house?
Sadam, please don't exchange word with these people now.
Mommy, please. Mommy, please. Mommy, please. It's important we do this sometimes, please.
Morality doesn't have anything to do with winning elections.
And the problem is that you people, Kingston, thank you very much. The problem is that I have with you people that you people stop in elections. After elections, what next? Please answer me.
After elections is that you live your life.
You see?
You go and hustle.
You see?
After 2027.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me move on. Thank you very much. Please. Sorry, please. I'm coming to you, please. Sorry, please. You see, Nigerians, these are two mentalities, right? And I don't blame him actually, as I said earlier on. This is actually the problem of our Nigerian system. These are the two. You have to open this mentality for Nigerians to see that when I'm talking, I hope you get what I'm doing right now. But let Nigerians hear for themselves. You hear them that after elections, you go and live your life. Go and hustle. You heard him. This is a typical Tinubu supporter. This is how they think. This is how they are wired. And I bet you he's probably in diaspora, where actually after elections, governance takes place.
No, bros, I did Lagos. I'm not there.
Okay, then please, okay, please, I can sponsor you tomorrow with money. Please, just go to Benin Republic. So you now understand that after elections, there's actually what they call governance, not you go and hustle. That's what is called after elections. You see him.
Yes,
please, let me go on to the next speaker, please, my brother. Thank you. Kingston, stay with me, please. Just let me allow that to come in, please. But let me wrap up by please, can you calm down? Please, madam, calm down now. I'm going to come to you now. Please, be patient. Now, please. I'll come to you. Please, I understand how urgent this conversation is, but please let me just get this out of my mind before I come to you, please. I want you Nigerians to understand there's five people that think the way my brother Kingston thinks, that after elections, go and hustle. No. After elections comes governance. After elections comes governance, because you can be hustling and in your place of hustle, many people wake up in the morning, they are bus drivers. That is their hustle. But they cannot ply Nigerian roads anymore because governors have failed them. Governors have failed to secure our highways. Many people are teachers. Those teachers are a lot in Oyo State. That is their hustle. So you can be hustling, as Kingston is telling you to do after elections, go and hustle, and Nigeria will happen to you. In the history of this world, I've never heard any country say that their country happened to them. But if they tell you that Nigeria happened to you, it is bad news. After elections, subsidy is gone. Look how much we're buying fuel today. So please, my brother, after elections, there's the repercussion of bad elections is bad governance. The repercussion of voting crooked candidates like Tinubu is that you have bad economy. Let me put that out there. Tina, welcome. You have the live in 5 minutes. Sorry for wasting your time, please. Thank you.
Good evening, Mrs. Iyalode, and good evening.
Can you be a little bit more audible, please?
Okay, so the name is not Tina, it's Tina, only spelled with a Y.
Oh, sorry. And Tina, welcome, man.
Thank you. So I'm going to point out two things that we have failed to understand. Well, you have a good understanding. I'm saying this in regards to those who do not understand the electoral system of Nigeria. I had just finished my JAMB exam. I was going to go into the university. Madonna University for my first degree. And then in the flight to Owerri, because there's no airport in Anambra as at then, where I would take a transit to school, I met with this man, and he's a politician, and we got talking. And in the course of it, of course, I grew up understanding rigging of election because I was in secondary school when Obasanjo was contesting for the second time and even wanted to pass a bill for longer tenure. So I was always curious and I asked questions. This person was then, as a then, was working with Senator David Mark. He said to me that rigging of election is part of free and fair election in Nigeria, so long there is no violence. I was very disappointed. However, in my second degree, now I was a student in Imo State University where I was doing my second degree. Roches was the governor that period. I had an uncle who was in his administration. He came to me because I was in the humanities faculty and an ESCO in the French department. And I had helped some of my professors then in organizing their inaugural lectures. So he felt that I would be able to influence one or two of my classmates.
Sorry, please, Tyler, I'm going to cede you back your time, please. But you made something here I want to ask. You said you were taking flight from where to Imo State, please?
Abuja to Owerri.
Can you please just, if you can remember, how much was your flight ticket?
Oh, then it was cheap now.
Just how much? Just give us the figure, please.
20,000.
It was about 20,000 naira.
Yes.
What
I
year?
wasn't the one paying that time because it was my parents.
Yeah, so 20,000 naira. Please, somebody, please check flight from Abuja to Owerri right now, please. Let's know.
As at now, it's over 200,000. The last I checked because I wanted to make a reservation for someone.
Go on, but Tinubu is working. Go on.
So now in 2015, 2015, of course. So my uncle, who was in Rochester's administration, he called me. He said to me that I should mobilize, that was his words, mobilize students in my department and the faculty to vote, that I was going to give them 5,000 each. As a then, I didn't understand Nigerian politics. I know there was a lot of things going wrong. I didn't even have my PVC. And he said I shouldn't worry that we're going to make it ready. I should just mobilize people who are willing to vote, not just for Rochester's election, but for re-election, but also for Buhari as a then. Guess what? I took that offer ignorantly. I went campaigning to my guys and girls, and the strategy is straight to the point. 5K, I want your votes. You need to see students jumping on that. So, but someone else boycotted it. And then, of course, I wasn't ready to fight with any students in school. Politics is dirty. I knew that as a child, so I withdrew because Roches had contested presidential election in 2007. So this my uncle as a then was based in Abuja. So my family was kind of involved in helping Roches do some runnings and all of that. So me, I was a child too, but I was just watching and seeing that it's not all okay. But what do I know? Now, when that incident happened, I went to my uncle, I told him, this is what's going on. He said to me, he said, girl, do not get involved anymore since it has gotten to this level because these guys will become very violent. Now, there were some people who were willing to vote for Jonathan at that moment. Guess what happened to us? As the whole deal was, collect 5K and vote who you wanted to vote. However, it wasn't possible. You must pay for what you have been, give the vote that you have been paid to give for. Some other people who were not willing to take bribe and cast their vote for others were forced to vote for their candidate or not vote at all. I'm not supposed to call names, but I am calling the names because it is true So my uncle then was Reverend Dr. Bumi Abs. Anybody can research that. And then Rochas was the guy. So that was when I started seeing that there was something wrong with the Nigerian electoral system. And I remembered what I was told when I was in McDonald University. And I started trying to do plus and minus. With what happened with Blade Yaradua when he collapsed on the podium and Obasanjo was shouting, but they say he don't die. Is it true? All these things, I was young, but I wasn't getting the whole picture. But understanding how chaotic our electoral system is why I became very scared. And guess what? I had never voted in election until 2023. I started by being frustrated. Go here, go there. To get your PVC was a problem. To even get to register self was a problem. I was like, come rain, come shine, I was going to vote. And guess who? I wanted to vote for Tinubu. Because before I became, Peter Obi. Before I became a Peter Obi person, I was first an APC person. That was because I had my family and friends who were in APC. So I joined the MBEL group. MBEL group is called the Muhammadu Buhari Enduring Legacy. You can Google that as well. I became a member in the Abuja chapter. So I got closer to the politics of Nigeria through that. I became more interested. I saw things happen from within. And I got to understand early that there is hardly free and fair election. And it's only the case of the violent taking it by force that can allow Nigeria. Check what happened even before some of us were born with the MK Abiola history. It's like that. So in 2023, you could see that a lot of Nigerians knew that there was something wrong with our system. And we needed a man who would say, go and verify. Because the other guy, of course, I left MBL Network long before 2023 election. A lot of shit was going on and I couldn't be part of it and I had to leave. So the current SGF was the patron.
Tina, I don't know if you could just wrap up. You'll be wrapping up, please. You could summarize. Thank you.
Okay. So in 2023, we could see that Nigerians were willing to defend their votes. However, there was a lot of violence against those who were willing to defend their votes. Because that is a language that this party, APC, understands. When you ask the president, what are you going to do for the people? Or he didn't have a plan. He just was going to win because it was his turn. You made reference to neighboring countries. I live in Togo, actually, due to marriage. And Togo has a medical system in place that subsidizes medical bill. I never knew something like that exists in African countries. I used to think it's an abroad thing. And, they'll make it look like an insurance. So my baby was in NICU for the babies. And the bill at the end of the day was very high. So one of them was saying, no, go to social services. And I was like, it's not for citizens only. She says, no, go there. As far as you have a card, you did this, you did that. We went and we got some certain percentage deducted from subsidized by the government. And the rest we're going to pay for it. These things do not happen in Nigeria. Well, dealing with light issue, look at the recent happening with our House Rock, a whole country, and look at the budgetary. So I believe that 2027 is possible. A lot of people believe is online fantasies and online presence. But I saw 2023 election and I saw the magic that happened. And anybody who says Peter Obi to third is clearly not seeing. If that person is clearly blind. Because the election was rigged from out. There was like pulling up somebody's intestine. That was why the result was only announced at night. Even when the coalition centers have not finished accumulating all the figures, the president was declared. Tell me where that happens, if not a country like Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Question you have asked to round up, I would say to anyone, don't come and fight or insult individuals and all of that. If there is something you have to sell yourself. APC should just sell us what they want to do differently, rather than the chaos and the torment that Nigerians are going through, that everybody can sell, even for bread. So that's my 2 cents.
Thank you very much, Tina. Thank you very much. Honestly speaking, please, I don't know. I'll give you Tina. I'll give you priority tomorrow, please, because please, if you come now, don't do that, man. You come up here and see other people and just unmute your mic. I'll drop you immediately. I have a very short fuse. I beg you, please. Don't do the next time. I beg you, please. Please, Tina. I don't know. I will appreciate if you could come tomorrow and just please. I'll give you more time tomorrow so that I want different parts of my show to amplify things for Nigerians. You know when. Oh my goodness! I have to drop you, Zamani. Bye, please. I don't mute your mic when you come up here to speak, please. You see, when we say some things here in Nigeria, some people feel like we just dey talk. We just dey talk. We just dey talk. I never knew this one. We are here on this live today. Somebody from Liberia. I've come to testify about Liberia. Somebody from living in Togo, a Nigerian in Togo. Togo is after Benin Republic. Togo is these are countries that Lagos economy is actually bigger than.
Please let me add that Togo is a poor country, please. It's not even a developing country.
Okay. That's why I just said that Lagos economy is actually bigger than Togo. See, waiting the benefits of democracy, then they see them. If Archangel gets stroke now Gbogbo he say he could begin take and root. Now root go save am.
May I say something concerning your Gbogbo they say and root?
No.
Do you know you can call ambulance in your house and they will come pick you here in Togo? Ambulance came to pick me when I was pregnant because I had high fever and I needed an emergency operation.
Please, Tina, please, hold it, please. I want, can you be a guest on my show tomorrow, please?
Well, with pleasure.
Please come tomorrow 10 p.m. I will give you priority time. Because I want your experience to be an experience and I will share to Nigerians. Please, tomorrow 10 p.m. Please, I beg you. In fact, I will love you. I will love you to make it like a lectures for Nigeria. Please package points, things you've seen, that you see your experience currently in Togo and your experience in Nigeria. Please just bring it up for us tomorrow, please. I don't want to, because if you start saying of this, I go begin vex. Because I want to use that particular thing, push them as far as wide as possible. Please, I'll see you tomorrow 10 p.m. So guys, I have a guest tomorrow 10 p.m. please. Thank you very much.
Sorry, today it's tomorrow 10 p.m.
10 p.m. today, please, Tuesday. Thank you very much. Thank you. See, I'm now Togo here. Country wey be say all of them they run comot. Adebayo wey dey play football na Nigeria I go Togo. Togo wey they run come Nigeria before now. APC guys die you. I've seen my own. Mr. Man, please tackle with that order.
Okay, yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're hearing me from. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yeah, go on, sir. Shoot.
Okay, all right. So, we Nigerians, we are still not tired of talking. We've been talking, and still no results. I keep saying it, that action speaks louder, and it's time for action. If we are angry enough, Amo Piton is not supposed to be the chairman of INEC till today. We are talking about 2027. Let us start from now. Let us show it to them that 2027 is too far. If we cannot kick Amo Piton out now, then definitely he will announce whatever his paymasters have paid him to announce in 2027. If we cannot fight now, where would we get the fight in 2027? Now is the time that we are supposed to start gingering for the fight for 2027. And how do we do that? We have to kick Amo Piton out of there first. Secondly,
Mr. Man, pause. Mr. Man, pause. You know, one thing I like, I'm a very practical person. I know they like you talking. Please, how will we kick Amo Piton out? Please tell us.
Good. There are various ways which we can kick Amo Piton out. One is by staging protests. when I talk of protest, I don't mean the type that you are protesting and then cars are passing by the side and people are moving, going about their daily activities. No, we have to put the country on a standstill.
How do you put the country on a standstill?
Good. If we are 10,000, if we are 5,000 of us, let us come out with our cars. Block every road leading to an airport, leading to a government house, leading to major places where people are going for their business activities. Total activities, business activities. Put this nation on standstill. That is how it should work.
So, Mr. Man, wait, pause. I'll see the back of time. You see what I do on my platforms. I'm a very realistic person, right? I don't like living in a world of fallacy, in a world of where you don't understand. All you're saying that you don't understand the reality of Nigeria. I honestly, are you in Nigeria?
Hundreds. My brother, I have been tear gassed. I have protested in front of the National Assembly.
Okay, great. No, don't worry. I want us. Sorry, now wait, now, brother. We're having a conversation. I want us to have a conversation. I want to first of all understand that. Do you know the major reason why Nigerians cannot come out and protest today?
Because we are not united.
You fail. The major reason why Nigerians cannot come out and protest today is because of the economic conditions of Nigeria. It has nothing to do with unity. What's the division that you think you have? What Nigeria? As Nigerians, is it the poor Nigerians are hustling to eat? That are not seeing food to eat? That you want to come out on the streets to protest for INEC?
My brother, when we held protests, it is we that are not hungry that were the protesters.
How many of people held that protest? How many of people held that protest?
We were close to 100.
You people, that is, look, you're in a country of 200 million people and 100 people came out to protest, and you say you're in protest? You people did not protest.
We are not united.
You are disconnected from the reality. It is not. It has nothing to do with unity. It has everything to do with the economic condition of your country. Don't you understand? When people don't understand these things, how many people in Nigeria can wake up? Do you understand what protest is? That you will leave your livelihood, you will leave your struggle, you will leave everything you're doing to go and occupy and protest means discomfort. When you're already emotionally beaten by the system, automatically you are not. And I'm saying this because let me repeat this. I want to put this out for Nigerians to understand very well. Why I never call for protest is because I understand the reality of Nigeria. It has nothing to do with unity. It has everything to do with the fact that a hungry man can go and turn a protest, and it will turn to a looting spree. You will get people to go out and protest, and automatically they can start stealing and looting people's houses. That is the reality of Nigeria. Nothing has to do with unity. If people will like Tinubu, let me open it. Majority of Tinubu supporters now you see on social media now people from the southwest. That is the truth. You will see maybe one or two from other parts. Majority of it, look at the people commenting in the comment section. 95% of them are from the southwest. Let's say southwesterners people refuse to protest. Let's take them out. You see how people from the southeast are they not united in the hunger? South are they not united in the hunger? Is the north not united in the hunger? Are they not all hungry? Are they not all angry with Tinubu? But the reason why they cannot protest is because, as we are speaking right now, one thing holds us in commonality is that there is hunger in the land. A hungry man cannot be protesting. That's what I want people to understand. So don't come and be telling me that if Nigeria cannot take INEC out now, no, please, that's bullocks. And that's why for me, I've always insisted that the greatest time I believe that Nigerians will come out in their numbers, hunger, no hunger, anything around, is election period. On election day, millions of Nigerians will be out. Whether they are hungry or not hungry, they will come out. How can I, on that day, energize Nigerians to understand that day is a very vital day that can change the system? But if you're expecting any organic protest, that people will come out and start protesting for INEC, for Ahmad Pate to go, and you see hundreds of millions of Nigerians, you don't understand the reality of your country. You don't. And I'm not ashamed to say this. If you're expecting a place 100,000 people in Nigeria outside for Amaputon, INEC, people will never chop, people will never eat, they were just giving ourselves fallacies. I mean, I'm not here to tell anybody false hope or give everybody false this thing, or tell people that if Amaputon does not go, election is a lie. One day that I'm guaranteed that millions of Nigerians will be out on the streets, whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you agree or I don't agree, it's on election day. On election day, millions of Nigerians will be out on the streets. How do you make those millions that day to fight and collect and protect their votes? Is what you should be speaking about. Is what you should be devoting your energy on. If you're angry enough, like I am, you should now be saving your energy on how you can maximize that day to achieve results, because that is the only day that is guaranteed that Nigerians will be out on the streets. If you like, let us shout from now till next year, expecting protests, expecting this, expecting that. Tinubu has already successfully created hunger in the land. Created, I don't even call it, you can talk the division. Yes, the division can be a microorganism of the problem, but saying that that's the major problem, no. The major problem is that Nigerians are too defeated and hungry that I believe that millions of people that can't just wait for election to come and go. How do you maximize the election day is what I'm telling Nigerians now. That is your day of protest. Your election day is your ballot protest. You that want revolution, because as you say this, there are people that come out and say the only thing I can save Nigeria is revolution. And I ask them the same thing. How will the revolution hold? Zero answer. How will you get millions of Nigerians from Kanu to start your revolution with you? From Katsina, from Anambra, from Lagos to Rivers to Delta to Bayelsa. How do you get them on a certain day? Zero answer. So your revolution cannot work. The only day that is guaranteed that people will be out in their millions across the country, I'm repeating it, is on election day. On that day, the wise ones that understand how to use that day will use it well. If we as the people are wise enough, we should start understanding that is the day that if you that are looking for revolution, that's your day of revolution. You that are looking for protest, that's your day of protest. You that are looking for them that are looking for rigging, that is their day of rigging. Understand your own and know how to use that day. They are successful because they know how to use that day for their own favor. We don't know how to use that day. That's why when we vote finish, we'll now go back home and go and chill. We go vote finish, go back house, go sleep. Why then they go vote finish, go coalition center, go rig? They know how to make use of that day. Our job as Nigerians is to understand that that day is a day that we can change the trajectory of our country forever. If Tinubu chooses to steal the election that day, that is the day that we have the numbers outside to create a revolution. If Tinubu chooses to steal the election that day, that's the day that we have the numbers to create the giant of all protests. Because people are already outside in their millions. You did not call them out, Mr. Man. I did not call them out, Mr. Man. They came out of their own volition. I hope you understand this, my brother. Let me give back your time in 3 minutes, please.
Okay. All right. Like you have spoken well. You have spoken well. But I still I'll give a typical example of how we were able to come out, like get 1 million people. Like in 2022, yes, in 2022, before the 2023 election, we had a 1 million march that was during campaign for Peter Obi. I can guarantee you, I was on that 1 million march. I can guarantee you that we were more than 1 million people who walked the streets of Abuja. The streets of Abuja was filled, as in to the capacity. Then you could, if you did a drone footage, you would not see the streets of Abuja. That was in 2022, before the 2023 elections. That momentum, like you said, that momentum, if we have something that can unify us, that can bring us together like that, before the election, we have to do it. We have to find a way to come together in that number before election day. Because I will tell you from credible intel, yeah? Someone told me, someone inside the villa, Bongon, just whispered to me and said, the way things are going, there might not be election in 2027. I didn't want to even take that his, but he's not somebody I would joke with, because he has given. I've seen instances where he meets with the main people who are there. You understand? So it's not somebody that will tell me something and I will doubt it. He said it. You understand? And I now try to add that to what Prophet Nnamdi Kanu said, because everything Nnamdi Kanu said has come to pass. The only thing that has not come to pass yet is when he said that Tinubu will be the last president of Nigeria. That is the only thing that has not yet come to pass. And that is because the election is still some months away from there. So the question I want to ask us here, we Nigerians who are angry, who are tired of the constant unaliving, kidnapping of our children. When I talk about some of these things, people say, why am I being emotional? I'm sorry, I am a father. I know what it means for you to maybe for you not to see your child. So for those APC people who have lost their emotions, they've lost their humanity, they can definitely come and be pushing us around and telling us that we are being emotional. Yes, because we are humans. We are sorry if you've lost your humanity. You understand? But the truth is, yes, this government has failed. But how long can we wait for this government to leave? How many of us will still be alive when 2027 election finally comes? Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. That's another question that is up there in the air. And honestly speaking, I cannot say based on what you said on whether election will hold or election will not hold. All I know is that election January 16th Abi, they say no go hold, they go postpone them by maybe 1 or 2 weeks or 2 months. No matter how they want to do them, Tinubu must give us elections. In fact, it only add to the anger of the people. But I want to also correct a notion also when you say the 1 million man march. 1 million man march na Jaye. Now it was not a protest. Protest is different from march. I want us to understand this significance, and also how much was fuel in 2022. How much was food in 2022 to today? Let's don't forget. I like putting context. I put things in context in our country for us to understand. Nigerians are my brother, I understand your passion, though, and I agree with you.
A hungry man, like you said, a hungry man is an angry man.
And also
angry enough to.
A hungry, you're not getting the point. A hungry man is an angry man does not mean that a hungry man is a man of vision. Or a hungry man is an angry man that can be used anyway. A hungry man is an angry man that can be used. You can have hungry people now, and as you're reaching that protest, all the protests on at the stage, all they see say they get anti-protesters. APC go pay people to come protest because there are available tools for anti-protest in this country. But I'm saying this one more time that I do not. How many Nigerians even get? How do you want to start the organization? I want to really, honestly speaking, somebody can come out and tell me how you can start a revolution in Nigeria today. Today in Nigeria, I will sit back and I'll just hear you. At in fact, so not based off emotions. So I feel like we should do this. Maybe at your own anger, they born you. If you say that's so it could be. No. I'm talking about based on current affairs, how Nigeria is current, how polarized we are, the issues on ground. How can we start a revolution in Nigeria now? I want to hear that. But I know that it's not feasible to gather Nigeria because a revolution means Nigerians taking over their capitals across the country. I don't think it is feasible. Because one, we are not even people that were born without this thing. We are not born with that spirit in Nigerians. Now we got our independence for free. We're not Kenyans. You hear people start telling you, this will happen, that will happen. All I'm still saying is I'm banking my check on elections. I'm banking my check on elections. And election is when, and that's what I'm working towards. I'm radicalizing Nigerians to understand election, the you where they fear. You when no one come out for house, election day you go come out. On election day is my day of ballot revolution. On election day is my day of protest. On election day is my day of Amal Puton must go. Not the one that come and tell people, let guys are out tomorrow for protest. You know, come and see only 1,000 people come out. Every single come and say, hey, they're not even ready. They will use you people and say, see them now. They don't fit come out. I don't want no. Election day na day where everything will happen. Election day. Taco, my brother, good evening.
Oga Sirdam, well done, and I'm very glad to see the platform is growing. I think some of your latest guests have been really outstanding. Very glad to see that.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
I really wanted to say some things, but maybe I'll spend a minute or two on what some of the earlier people said. I'm very glad to hear what Tina was saying. When I get tired of Nigerian politics, I've been spending some time with these South Africans. And I go there and tell Nigerians very clearly, South Africa no be your mate. South Africa is not your mate. Go and see what your neighbors are. Those ones are even doing better than you now under Tinubu. Go see what is happening in Benin Republic. And like Tina said, go see what is happening in Togo. Go see what is happening in Ghana. Those ones, they are Nigerian made in 2026. And as a matter of fact, in many places, they are much better than Nigeria. South Africa no be your mate. Don't live in this illusion of Nigeria of the 1990s, Nigeria of 2010, and Nigeria of 2005. Today's Nigeria, the average individual lives a worse life than somebody in Ghana. Ghana per capita GDP today is higher than that of Nigeria. The average individual in Benin Republic has better food, has better accommodation, and way better security than you in Nigeria. Stop deluding yourself about going and comparing yourself with South Africa. And I'll be glad to see what bring any Togolese here. Let them open their video, show you what Lomé looks like. Bring an average person from Benin. Let him open his camera for you, show you what Cotonou looks like. Nigerians think, is this big mouth, we are giant of Africa. Don't deceive yourself. And I wish you were here, Sirdam. Please spend more time warning Nigerians. This election is not about 2027. It's not even about 2031. Once you leave Tinubu, what you are seeing happen to Lagos is what is going to happen to Nigeria. Nigeria is going to be transformed into Lagos. It is going to be Tinubu and his oligarchy friends. They are the ones who are going to run Nigeria. Nigeria will be under the family of Tinubu, Shaguri, Dangote, and Ribadu, and whoever their cronies are. 2027 is no longer about Tinubu. Tinubu cannot come and show you what his performance is. Even all these his supporters, they never come and tell you anything about what he has achieved. Why? Because they know there is nothing there. What his energy has been is dividing the opposition. Tinubu's energy has been focused on two things: dividing the opposition, making sure there is no solid opposition that can withstand him, and making sure all the structures of the country are in his pocket. Every governor have changed now, 31 or 32. Every prominent politician wants to be part of that money-making machine. Every pastor, every imam have been approached. Anybody that can sell, they will ask him your price. They will pay it. You, as an ordinary civilian, you are becoming irrelevant. You are completely irrelevant. What the 2027 is going to be decided by two things: voter apathy, where voters are not even interested. Tinubu came with a mere 37%. You would, if I wasn't even 37, it's 36. You think it's very easy. It's very easy to defeat someone with 36%. You would be shocked, because I guarantee you, less than 20% of Nigerians would show up to vote. That is what he's relying on. The second thing he's really relying on is the opposition breakup. All his energy, all his money, they are destroying every party. Why? The only way to oust Tinubu parties to band together and make sacrifices to see him out. And I'm very sorry and very sad to see none of that happening. I'm a very realistic individual. If you tell me today who is likely to win that election, my money is on Tinubu. Not because I like anything about Tinubu, but because how he has effectively destroyed the opposition. There is no effective opposition.
Taco, let me allow you in a minute, please. Just wrap up in a minute, my brother. Thank you.
He wasn't even in government. Obi couldn't defeat him. Atiku couldn't defeat him. Now he has been in government. He has all the structures. He has all the military behind him. He has all the police behind him. He has all the governors behind him. He has Amubutan inside his pocket. And you think he is going to be easy for you to defeat? Let's get realistic. The only way to get rid of Tinubu is unless the opposition comes together and fight Tinubu. This election is not about 2027. This election is about Nigeria as a country. This election is more than 2027. It is more than 2031. It is an empire that he's building. You want to know what will happen to Nigeria? Look at Lagos. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Honestly speaking, you have said a whole lot of things that are true here, but I do not say agree with you. There's something you said here that you mentioned everything Tinubu has. You mentioned everything Tinubu has. You did not mention the one thing Tinubu needs. And that is where I come in. And that's why I believe. And that's what I'm actually doing my platform, actually. Reorientating Nigerians. Tinubu can have heaven and earth. Tinubu does not have the people. Taco, please, I want to ask you a question, please. Taco, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Does Tinubu have the Nigerian people?
Look, in reality,
in reality, forget. I'm not asking of structure. I'm not asking of what governor. I'm asking. I say, does Tinubu have Nigerians behind him?
He doesn't. He knows his supporters.
Then thank you very much. Then pause now. Pause. Thank you very much. So this is where I come in now. The truth of the matter is that Tinubu does not have the Nigerian people behind him. If there's, and we're gonna do fantasy. We can do fantasy and we can do reality, right? I'm a very realistic person. Based on all the metrics on how Nigerians used to conduct election prior to 2023, Tinubu has all the metrics to rig an election. Tinubu has no metrics to win an election. And that's why I keep telling Nigerians, it's important to understand our choices of words. Tinubu cannot win an election in Nigeria. He can only rig an elections based on the metrics, because to win an election, you need the people to vote you in. And I asked you that question, you said all he had. I asked you, does he have the people? And you said no, so he cannot win an election in Nigeria. And that is the messaging we have to start taking out to our people. When you find yourself in spaces where you're speaking about the country, let us start re-messaging our people. There's a whole lot of times. 8 months is too much in politics. A day is too much in politics. A day is too much in politics. Even if the opposition come together, he still have all these things you're saying to be able to rig the elections. What Tinubu does not have is the people. The problem is that I'm coming, Taco, please. You're allowed you to speak for long, so please listen. So this is very, very important, right? The problem now is that do the people understand the power they have? There's a serious political saying that says that the power of the people is greater than the people in power. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. Only for the people that know they have the power. So that's what I'm using my platform to do. So I'm sorry that I will not allow on my platform, because I know that I and my people have the power. I was on my platform when I started speaking on my platform. I was telling people that Peter Obi win the last elections. They say it's a lie. That Peter Obi will not win one state. Peter Obi will not win one local government. Peter Obi won the election and Tinubu had to steal it. So I understand. I understand being an underdog. I understand playing because I understood then what I understand today also, that whether you like gather all the opposition together, If the people of Nigeria decide that Tinubu will not win the election, make Tinubu go carry Donald Trump come. And that simply means Nigerians have to vote and defend their votes. Follow their votes on the polling units to the coalition centers and insist their votes are counted and called. There is no polling unit in any country or any state in Nigeria that people come out in their millions after voting and escort their votes that then burn that INEC chairman in that state to recall a different result. When he understands that the people that are outside are angry, he understands the consequences of calling a wrong result. So that is my job. So my job is not to come and amplify what Tinubu have. Everybody knows that Tinubu have INEC, Tinubu have governors, Tinubu have this, Tinubu have that. I will ask you one question: does Tinubu have the people? You tell me no. Every other thing you said is zero to me. Because I know that if Nigerians, if we can work hard and educate Nigerians to understand the power they have, I'm not talking about the ones that will sell their votes for bigotry and for because it's their brother or because they have 5,000 or 15,000 to give them. No. If majority of Nigerians that we know that are not with him come out in their numbers and vote and defend their votes, my brother, whatever I want to say from now to tomorrow, Tinubu will be a one-term president.
Can I say something?
Let me allow you to respond in a minute, and I'll go on to the next speaker.
Okay, I agree with you. The vote and the power is with the people. What I'm telling you is this. Tinubu has effectively divided the people and not necessarily to vote for him. And like I said, the two things he's relying on is one, apathy. Nigerians are not that keen on coming out to vote.
No, Taco, that's a lie. That's a lie. I don't agree with that.
See the percentage.
I don't agree. I have Taco is a lie. I will not allow you. This is propaganda. I have thousands of people that are reaching out to me every day because of should I give you my DM on INEC? Do you know how many Nigerians are rushing out to vote to register to vote across the country today? Do you know Nigerians are no Taco, you are selling a false narrative. I won't allow you to fly here, please. People are rushing out to get their PVCs that I know. Are you not seeing complaints of Nigerians saying that their PVCs are not being given to them? Are you not seeing it? Should I send the videos to you?
Okay.
Taco, are you saying that you're not seeing Nigerians are saying that they're not getting their PVCs?
I am seeing election results.
Are you not seeing Nigerians complain of they are not getting their PVCs? Yes or no?
I've seen the videos.
So those people who are there, are they not Nigerians?
They are Nigerians.
So what are you saying that Nigerians are ready to vote?
I'm not talking about individual cases. How many people show up for elections today?
People that are rushing to get their PVCs, what are they getting it for? Is it for ID card?
Look, so this is also what you need to understand. A lot of people are even getting paid to go get their voter cards. And this is what I'm telling you. Taco,
we can agree to disagree, right? I do not agree with you because you do not hold a platform, Taco. As I'm speaking now, Taco, I want to please wait. I'm sorry, please. I'm not bragging, right? I'm not even bragging. Currently, there are thousands of Nigerians listening to us, through different platforms. I can't use you as a sample size. You should listen to me, not me listening to you, because I have people that are listening to me. I have people that are sending me that can testify to what I'm saying. You can't give me any proof, right? I've told you right now that are people not going out to get their PVCs and people are being stopped? You said yes. I'm telling you that thousands of Nigerians are telling you that they are across the country. I have people that in my videos that are angry that I've not made videos to talk about their INEC problems. If I please come and follow me on X. I will tag you to someone that will give you. You will see 100 videos across Nigeria of INEC. Tomorrow you will watch and you get tired. I promise you. So please don't give me. I will not sell a false narrative on my platform. I won't allow that to go on. Please. This is how we move on this movement especially on my platform. My platform is telling Nigerians how it is, whether you agree with it or not. I'm not sorry. It's not democracy. Yes, so this is my job going into the election. Nigerians will understand what is at stake. What must be done. The only reason Tinubu will win next elections, the only reason Tinubu will win next elections is that if we are stupid enough not to do our roles as Nigerian citizens. Any other thing, Tinubu does not have the number of people to vote. Tinubu can only win 5 states in Nigeria. Osun, Oyo, Ekiti, Ondo, and probably maybe he will rig Lagos. No any other state in Nigeria will vote Tinubu. No any other state, and it is based on tribalism. Facts. The data is there. Any other thing that by winning, by vote count, Tinubu no get that number. So I will not allow people to come and say he gets. Let's have all the governors. Let's have all the House of Rep. That one don't concern us. Sir Chris, please come in, please.
All right, bro. I've waited for a while.
I'm sorry, please. Is this Chris?
It's okay, Saddam.
Is this Chrysagonos?
To be very honest, to be very honest, bro, I appreciate the fact that you brought me up today. I have been a follower of you, and I love your program. I love what you're doing. I love your energy, and I really thank God for people like you and many others that I wouldn't want to start mentioning names. I wish I have such energy that will contribute in this area, but in my own little way, I'm also doing my contributions.
Yes,
however, I thank all that have spoken, and I agree with you 100%. You know, the lies they sold to us. I live in Thailand, however, so I'm in my office now. The lies they sold to us was not only that politics was a dirty game, they also told us not to get involved. That was a fat, big lie, and that is why we are where we are today. So people like you who has started debunking those lies now understand that at this point, everyone should get involved. The only thing we should be talking about is how we should have, if in last election, we had 16 million people voting or thereabouts. Okay, this election, let's have 30 million people and not just voting, standing for our votes. I mean, Did it not happen in Imo State during Rocha's time? When the people said no more to Governor Hakim, what happened? People stood their ground and said the election must be counted.
Fact.
What happened in Abia State? Why do we have good government in Abia State today? The people stood and the woman there said, no, I cannot. Chomoti. She said, no, at this point I cannot do otherwise. In as much as she's a virtuous woman and a woman who understands the society. Another thing was there was pressure. So let's not look away from that pressure point. This is the pressure where we Nigerians should make sure we don't play with come 2027. Because I don't like flogging what it's going to look like. Because if it's my prediction, we all have predicted everything. But what we have failed to predict is the power of the people come 2027.
God bless you.
I think that is what we should focus on and encourage our people, encourage our youth, encourage the hungry, even those who are collecting money, no problem. Come that day, come and collect money in front of us, let's see. This is what we should be talking. Come that day, come and share your money.
God bless you.
Man, everyone, come with your dogs. Come out with your dogs. Hold your dogs in chain. When you see those stout, you release your dogs on them. This is what we should be planning on that very day, because that is the only day we have for the freedom of our people. If not, I know everybody has spoken what may happen. Worst will happen. So the point we are going to do is, just like we are all saying here, Sirdam, God bless you. Continue. Maybe today, like you said, 10 p.m., I will show up. Please, we have very tactical things we can do that day. And bro, I can collaborate with you to bring as cameras or what you have, yes, kind of cameras in pens, in eyeglasses. These are things you can use to record what is going on, and spy cameras, as people call them, and we can use it to understand what is going on and have all these things documented. So, and the most important is that people should follow their their ballot papers to the polling center. That is where it is. Are you going to mobilize to buy drinks? Do it. Are you going to mobilize to buy food? Do it. 2015, I did it in my polling center, and I can bet you it didn't work for them. I stood my ground. Even my mother was an APC woman leader. I locked her in the house. I said, Mommy, you cannot decide my future. I'm sorry. It might sound irrational, but people, I did that because it was personal to me. You say I'm emotional. Yes, why would I be emotional in a situation where I see my people die, I see everybody buying, I have the family they are buying, I have a family that cannot access.
Sir Chris, can you just wrap up, my brother? You're making sense. Please come out early tomorrow, please. For me tomorrow also, please.
It's okay, bro. It's
Thank
okay,
you.
bro. It's already 8 a.m. here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, at this point, I will be there tomorrow by 10 p.m. or thereabouts.
Thank you.
God bless you on what you're doing.
Thank you.
Please, let's see what we can achieve together in mobilizing people.
God bless you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you, Omo. You deserve a clap, honestly speaking, because me going forward, my messaging is very simple. Nigeria 2027 is a rig and pie elections. If you see when we talk about I want you guys to see a social construct of my lives. When you see anybody making a submission about talking about the power of the people, look at the people that are commenting against it. Just check the names of the people commenting against it. They are all Tinubu supporters. They understand what we are saying. They are scared that they know that if Nigerians rise up and say they will protect their votes, Tinubu is a gunner. He has no votes anywhere. They know. Just check their names. When we're saying vibrating, saying there's no how Tinubu can protect their votes, check the people that are typing. Just check it. You will see. Because they know that if it's for voting, Tinubu no get votes. If it's for rigging, Tinubu get rigging. So they want you to believe, and they'll say, and get ready, they only go in fear. Yeah. They try to sow in that fear that they sold into our parents' generation, that made our parents slaves to this generation. It won't happen now. It won't happen. Some of us are already open to understand that Tinubu don't have the amount. I'm saying this again. Let me repeat this again. Nigeria as a country does not have the amount of soldiers, police, civil defense, NYSC staff, Boy Scouts, Girls Guide. Add all of them together, they're up to 1 million in personnel. And if 50 million Nigerians come out on election day, which is my target, which is our target, if 50 million Nigerians are tired of these criminals in power, come out that day and say enough is enough. We are mobilizing them across the country. 50 million Nigerians gather, come out. Every state, a minimum of 1 million people in every state capital. No INEC chairman in any state will be able to call up a vote that is not the vote of that people that we counted. Let me even bring it down. If 50,000 Nigerians after the votes occupy every INEC station, 50,000, 50K, there no born any police, army, anything in that country to be able to stop those people. In fact, the police are suffering like Nigerians now. I don't know our brothers and sisters. They want this government to change, but if law that they follow, rule and order. If they see the numbers of Nigerians outside, they will follow you people. They will follow us that day. But the government wants people to bank on the fact that no, don't come out you'll be scared thugs will come out thugs no dey fear. Thugs get 2 lives, thugs get 2 heads. Is a question you should ask yourself. So please, guys, this is the message I want you guys to take out to your family and friends, your group chats. Tell them, let them know that the power to take Tinubu out doesn't lie with the governors or with the rigging system or with Amapiton. If Amapiton on election day, after elections, INEC I think they use what they use this place to call the main result. I think is that INEC ICC Center. ICC Center. See 1 million Nigerians in Abuja. In fact, if 1 million Nigerians occupy Abuja that day, Tinubu will fly away from Nigeria first. Tinubu will fly out. Tinubu and Wike will fly out of Abuja first. If 1 million Nigerians that vote in Abuja come out on the street that day, Tinubu and Wike will run from Abuja first. Then go run. Then Abapiton will be forced to declare the people's vote. It is simple. There's no other shortcut to taking Tinubu out because I'm not banking on coalition. I'm banking on Nigerians. The people that have not done what I'm saying now. It's the same people that said we're going to vote in 2022. If you did it in 2022, we'll do it now. So you see them in the comment section, Abi. That is it. So thank you guys for coming out. Tomorrow, please, we'll be back again tomorrow, 10 p.m. Nigerian time. As I always say, my own way forward is to be radicalizing Nigerians. Nigerians must come out. Tinubu. Tinubu, your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. You cannot go beyond 2027. As long as we will sponsor millions of Nigerians to understand this messaging. We will channel our anger in the right direction. So for those that don't get a chance to speak today, please, I'm sorry. The call limit plenty, but tomorrow is another day. Join us 10 p.m. Nigerian time. We'll keep talking about our country, as I always say here. Thank you to all my top viewers. Thank you to all my view rankers. DO42 man. Thank you, YK, Abrawomi, Nigeria, Mr. Man. All of you that contributed with your wonderful submission, both sides of the island. Thank you so much. Obiyalode, thank you, Roslyn. Beats by KB. Obi for President, Eagles, Chief Farm, JT, Big Flex, Dan, NYNY, Easy More, Onoseku, Grace Johnson. Thank you so much, all of you on Instagram. You guys on TikTok, on YouTube and on X. Thank you so much. My Facebookers, God bless you all, guys. As I always say on this platform, please don't get this information and keep it to yourself. Take this messaging down to your family, your friends, your WhatsApp group. Those are because many Nigerians are apprehensive. Many Nigerians want to see what happened in Ekiti and see how we do it in 2027. Let them understand. And if in case you doubt what I'm saying, please, I have a video pinned on my profile right now. A practical steps on how we will protect our votes in 2027. Just go watch that video. You can download it. You can share it to your family, your friends, your WhatsApp stories. Let them understand this is the only way forward. We don't have a second option. That is the only option we have. The people's rising to their responsibility. If Nigerians rise up, Tinubu will go down. If Nigeria fails to rise up, we should be ready for another 4 years of this calamity, this disaster, this insecurity, this bad economics, this boju, this borrowing man. We should be ready for another 4 years of it. It's up to us as a people to decide what do we want. Thank you so much, guys. See you guys tomorrow. God willing. Good night. Good night, guys.